Yeah, me and Fizzle was talking about starting a pill called Perky Meat.
See, that's a good idea. The same way I seen.
But you'll just repackage, like go to a company that's already started and be like, we don't even want to do nothing. We just want to repackage your stuff and sell it for more, and you just give us what's extra. So we're gonna sell your shit for you. Just give us another box.
I seen a 5-hour energy thing that was called like Tweaker.
The Tweaker,
which kind of makes sense. It's like it's a legal drug that is available over the counter, but then it has like it's similar to an illegal drug, so they just name it after that. So like you could do that with a pill, call it like Perky.
Yeah,
Perky Meat, bro.
Waclean too.
See?
Oh yeah, I seen that.
It's legal. It's called Waclean.
Really?
Waclean.
And it's what, just like regular cough
It's
syrup?
a relaxation.
I just want to find.
We're already recording?
Yeah, I've been recording.
They're recording.
Okay, I
so
need to
nobody steal our Perky pill idea.
Yeah, no
because
Perky Meat.
we're just repping Mango RX at this time. That's what's keeping us perked up.
We're making America hard again.
Yeah, we're making America super hard. But we'll get into all that
Hard
later.
body.
Yeah, we'll get into all that later. How you guys doing?
I'm good. But let me finish before I need to find somebody that can give me the taste
of the juice
without it. You know what I mean? I just want the taste. I just want you to mimic the taste. I don't want nothing else. Just if you can scientifically make me this.
That close.
Yeah, but
close
that's
without
still.
the extra.
But you still get put over. They taking you the long way. It's not
What's close?
The
close to.
What's that?
It's some fake
Some
act
shit
that
nigga
been
made.
going around for years.
But it don't have.
You ain't never seen a
It's
nigga
called
get booked
close
for all
enough.
of the close to?
Yeah.
Nigga get pulled over with a gang close.
Because you can't counterfeit a drug.
Yeah.
That's why you can't sell another drug and say that it's syrup.
Right.
And it still has like in there.
Yeah.
Like if it was completely like just Gatorade syrup and you just sold it to somebody and said that it would, you can, but if you benefit off of it, it's still a crime.
Let me just throw this out there. The illest shit ever was Cameron selling alcohol, trash alcohol, realistically, and calling it scissorp, and dumb mother actually buying it because lean was so cool, even at that time, that they would buy alcohol just because it was named in such a way that it kind of reminded you of lean. Like, that's some masterful manipulation right there.
Somebody put that in his ear and he ran with it.
Didn't they have like a haze drink too?
Yeah.
Haze?
Yep.
Yeah.
I also
Like
feel
the
like
purple
Cameron
haze.
never drank lean. I feel like it was just cap. Or if they did, they never talked about
I
it.
just feel like it's people that drink lean and it's people that sip. I don't think he was a sipper. I feel like he drunk it before. You know.
I feel like if he was cool with beans, he sipped lean.
Because Beans was the
been rapping
original
about that
East
shit.
Coast heroin
Lean
addict,
sipper.
lean
Yeah,
head.
for sure. 100%.
I see people. I just seen a clip of somebody calling you a heroin addict.
I know. I adjusted yesterday.
You did?
Yeah, it was in the live.
Well, he said, I ain't see that. I gotta do some research.
Yeah, I gotta do my
I gotta
research.
do my
too.
research.
I got my
don't know.
homework and my research.
Hey, yeah, it do hit different when Milk call you a heroin addict.
How you feel about that?
I don't give a.
You-
I'm the one that's telling y'all what drugs I'm taking.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah,
I don't give a what you think. I take whatever the I want to take,
right.
and I'm gonna do whatever the fuck I want to do. I've been like that. I'll be all right.
I know I'm supposed to, like, as a boss, I'm supposed to be like, no, Bricc Baby, you're not allowed to do heroin. But for me, it's like, I'm jealous. Like, I wish, like, I love, like, he slipped me the Norco the other day, and I mean, it was like the best, like, 5 hours of my life.
Yeah,
like, I was just so
floated
happy. I
on
was
in a
floating through it.
paradise.
My problem is I just can't do it on a consistent basis, and I know if I had it in the crib, it's going to turn into, like, a nightly thing.
Yeah.
Them
A
Narcos,
little
they
too
start off
quickly.
just as cool, bro. Then you be like, I don't even feel this no more.
Mhm.
And-
That, like, look right here. This used to get me geeked.
Now you got to drink
Now
two
it's
of them.
whatever. Like, I'm
Yeah.
thinking, like, maybe I'm going to need
But
another
that's
one later.
what it is with
You already ordered it. It's
That's
on the
what
way.
it is with the perks.
Yeah.
Do them and then they turn into regular every day just because you don't want to stop and it hurts a little bit.
Mhm.
But like sometimes I stop. Like it'll be a weekend where I'll just be there and I'll go through it.
Stay in your room, cry, melt
Not
into
cry.
a puddle.
If it gets that bad, I take a little chip just to get my tolerance down. And then like the next week I can get high off a half of a pill and still be, you know what I mean? I don't never overdo it.
I used to date this heroin addict star girl, and she told me one time that she was trying to get off it, and that the cat walked into the room, and that she's looking at the cat, and she sees these little balls of black stuff like knotted up into the cat's fur or
They
whatever.
tried to get it. They
So-
thought it was tar, huh?
She's thinking that this has got to be heroin that the cat accidentally rolled over onto. So she takes it and she puts it in the pipe, whatever, and she starts smoking it. And then she realizes that she's smoking cat.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But her mind had
Yeah.
convinced her it was heroin. You
All
ever
right.
been like that? You ever find a perk racked up in the cat's fur?
Nah,
Damn, that's
let's go down
crazy.
memory lane. Since I always lay shit on the table, since I'm the dude that
And I
lays
feel like
shit
we
on the
always
table.
start this podcast by doing like a nice little 20-minute riff on all the
Yeah,
different
yeah,
drugs that
yeah.
we love.
Like, listen, I was in jail off of black. I was taking black tar heroin in jail.
Really?
I already said that out loud.
Okay.
I mean, on camera. I was taking black tar. When COVID started, I didn't do drugs for 2 years in jail. Right before COVID, I started. They like, it's like a perk. It's like a perk. And I took a Suboxone strip. And I took a Suboxone. In the Suboxone crowd, they are perk. I mean, they are fucking, mind you, well, we out now. My bitch was bringing me perks. Rest in peace to her mom. Her mom died while I was in jail. My wife, her mom was getting all the perks.
How?
I had a, listen,
You were
I had a
boofing them?
hole in the window at visiting.
Oh.
And I had a hole in the floor. And I was the only one that could sit at this window on Sundays.
Uh-huh.
My boy had it on Saturdays. I had it on Sundays. We going crazy. So I never really stopped. I'm making her put lean in the fucking condom wrapped up. And so when I get it, I got a deuce. I got the soda machine right in front of my shit. I'm pulling wok. Ask anybody.
There's a soda machine in jail?
Yeah. It's a soda machine. They
Like at
you
McDonald's?
get a vending card. No, you
Like
get
the- like
you
a-
get a vending card. You
oh.
could buy a vending card. You could
Not
buy
a
20
fountain machine. He think you just going.
Yeah, I'm picturing like
Nah.
McDonald's.
In the feds, they got that. In the feds, they got a full-on soda machine in that motherfucker.
They should put a Burger King in the feds. Keep going.
It's probably they got. All right, well, yeah. Let me get this out because I was about to say I could tell you about jail. They got a jail that sells that serves all Carl's Jr. all day.
Really?
Because the dude from Hardee's owns the jail. It's
Put
in
me
South
in.
Georgia.
Really?
Yeah,
Come on.
yeah. So
Throw away the
man,
key.
That's
so
amazing.
I was
Yeah,
on.
lock me up.
I was on black tar, right? So when I went to the hole for my phone, when I got caught with the phone, I'm in the hole, right? And I remembered that I was busting the work down on a piece of paper in one of my notebooks, right? So I'm one by one every sheet. So it was wrapped in some black tape. Whoever bought it in, I ain't gonna tell on you, killer. Hey, I still told on you.
Dear God.
Look. So I'm looking, and I find a page, but mind you, it had black tape. So I happened to dip the paper in a spoon, and I did it like this. I used to put it in a spoon and drop it down my nose.
The
right?
heroin.
Yeah. So
You would snort it.
yeah.
You ain't playing around. This guy's serious.
Yeah, I go crazy.
Nah,
I thought you were
hit.
shooting it up, but that's probably too much work in
fuck
jail,
no.
right?
I'm not. Nah, they got the rigs, but I'm not shooting shit up in jail because everybody got to share this. First of all, I'm
Respect
not
for the
shooting shit up.
self-control.
Yeah. You know, I'm self-controlled out.
Gotta have
But
limits,
no,
you know?
look. So,
sure.
Things
so
you won't
after
do.
I hit the first one, right? So I'm getting sick. I'm in the hole. So I give my boy some next door. I'm thinking so I tap the little black part. It's dark in the cells. The lights is off. So I'm all off tape. I'm dumping the rest of the tape, sticky, gooey shit off the back of the tape down the nigga nose, bro.
Wow.
The same shit because you're so fiend out that everything black on that paper to you want it to be that.
Right.
And I thought I was tripping, but that's just some fiend shit now that you said that.
You just get too
Yeah,
optimistic.
when you said that, I realized the fiend shit. I didn't sip some shit. I knew it wasn't it, but it's just like in my head, I'm telling myself it's it.
No, but do you see crackheads always like picking shit up off the ground, like
Oh,
looking
yeah.
at little white spots?
They be like
They
this.
think people are dropping crack.
And
They're
they
thinking that
they
they're
see the
gonna-
cigarette butt and they
Thinking
become
it's a little
convinced
bit
that
of
there's
sherm left
enough
on it.
to actually smoke.
Oh no, all they need is the one hit, and they don't mind smoking cotton.
You want to know one of the most fucked up that I ever got in my life? That's a great memory. Is that so? I was moving, so I go. I'm cleaning out my room because I'm moving, and so I go under the bed, and I end up finding like 15 like half a grams of coke, Molly, whatever. Because I would have the bag. This is years ago.
Yeah,
I would
you
have the
stopped.
bags, and I would like end up like doing half of it, and then just like drop the bag somewhere or whatever. So I
Yeah.
found hella bags of coke and,
So
and
you
Molly
had
and shit.
when you get high, you had a drop spot.
No,
you didn't
I would
know
just
about.
lose them. They were
Lose
all
it.
under my
You
bed.
always
That's what I'm
lose the
saying. But
shit.
you lose them the same way every night. That's why they were all together.
Probably, and I would
Yeah,
have mad
yeah.
girls over and shit too, and so they would be losing their drugs under the
Yeah.
bed. So I had like a little metal like container with like 15 or like 20 like little bags of coke
With a
and
little
shit.
something in it.
And so you know who comes to the old store is my man Smoke Perp. And I for some reason I'm already geeked up or something. We're already doing some drugs, and so I show him. I'm like, hey, check it out. And I show him, and he's just like, "How much you sell that to me for? How much you sell that to me for?" He wanted it right then and there.
Not taking no for an answer.
I'm like, I'm not selling it to you, but I'm like, I'll do
It's
some
a
of this shit
fucking
with
party
you.
pack, my nigga.
Yeah, so we started fucking dumping that shit out and just fucking snorting everything right away. And we ended up going to the studio. And shout out my man Preem, you know, Drake's best friend Preem, who actually just followed me, and I've been harassing him a little bit to get an interview going. But we walk up in his studio session for some reason, and I'm not sure how this was negotiated or why this was allowed to happen, but Perp just goes in and he records that song. Remember the single from his album, 1, 2, 3?
Yeah.
Hard-ass song.
He did that night.
And we were drinking hella Henny, we snorting whatever. And I remember like going home
The
that
best
night.
hits come out when you're high as fuck.
I remember going home that night
I'm about to pop this Tesla.
and laying down next to Lena, and I was so fucking loaded that I'm just
Having a heart attack. You're having a heart attack. Yeah.
She like, are you all right? Heart beating, breathing
good.
loud as fuck.
and that was one of the last times that I ever got loaded.
What is y'all sober like? Like, how long does it take? You know, like, let's say you out, you getting turned. Like, when do you stop and how much time do you have before you hit the house and you're able to actually act regular or a little bit?
Off of what?
Just anything.
Off of upper or down?
Upper,
You guys
upper,
about to-
upper, upper,
Wait,
upper,
continue.
You
You
upper.
said
never
you
can
never-
act regular when you get home.
Didn't you say you never snorted coke?
Yeah.
So that's fire that you're admitting that you snorted heroin though.
Yeah.
Bruh.
I keep it 600. I ain't gonna never go against the grain. Listen.
I'll be Addy down now.
Yeah, so I'm like, bro, look, I do what I do, but I'm still a functional crackhead.
Allegedly, yeah.
Nah, but at the end of the day, a motherfucker, I'm one of those people that got shot and start taking downers and just never stop. It just, and then most of them are prescribed.
I got a lot of homies who had a knee injury or something, and that was just the end of their whole life, or they like got over it at a certain point. But I also know a lot of people who died like that, where they tore their ACL, got put on oxys,
And took a fake one.
goodbye, it was over.
Took a fake one.
A couple years later, they're gone.
Not even take not they lost in the sauce at that point.
Yeah. No, I had homies who were living under the bridge, like, and homies
See,
who were
black
doing.
people don't fucking go that hard on drugs.
Yes, they
No,
have.
no,
you ever
we
been
don't
to
go
Skid
that-
Row?
we don't go that hard on
What I'm saying, like,
prescription drugs.
no, you're like whites, Persian, or me, like not trying to be racist right now.
It's
but
okay.
It's
Let
like
it
they
out.
go fucking boom. Mexicans, it's like nigga, it's all or nothing. Once they in, it's just I'm shooting this shit up. I'm fucking living for the drug. Like black people, it's a couple of them. It's a lot of them on Skid Row, whatever they.
But they hide it.
But it's like black people don't fucking shoot up and shit and don't like, you know what I'm saying? Not like that to where we just fall all the way out to, it's like we'll be at the homie house on the couch and your family gonna come try to get it together. Your boy ain't gonna go for it no more. Then you gonna go broke and try to rob something for your drug. You gonna be in the pen getting clean. These
I
other
knew
people
some
don't
black
mind
dudes who
laying
were shooting the
outside.
heroin into their fucking veins when I was downtown. I'm sure you do too. You seen it.
What's the
Like a
fucking
lot.
percentage
I have
though?
videos in my phone.
What's the percentage?
No, but this
I think Skid
it's not
Row's
even a
like
percentage.
80% black.
No, it's
Yeah,
not. It's not
but
that.
no,
it's
who's
a
on the
local
hard
and
drugs down
non-local.
there?
That's the thing. See, like you are right, y'all both right. But the thing about LA, the black people that you see are the ones that's not from
They
out here to
came
grab
out here,
that
yeah.
had
They
somebody to
came
grab
from-
them when they
yeah.
fall. They come out here on the pipe drink. What was the one dude? I don't even
But
want to
then
put him out there like
the
that.
80%, like 70% of them are on crystal, like 10% are on heroin.
Oh, it's like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's really crystal.
It's crystal.
What was
meth.
the one dude? He just, bro. He a cool dude. They
He
was
just
just looking
passed?
for him. No, he didn't pass. They was looking
'Cause
for
I
him. He
was
was
about to say
scared. The
JP
black
just
dude.
died, too.
That was he be designing for Kanye and stuff like that.
Barry?
No, not Barry, but it was like a
Getting
black
whooped
dude.
in the
He
basketball
went
court?
missing, bro. Everybody on social media looking for him,
Oh.
and they're like, okay, we found him, but like it'd be like people come out here, get too high.
I forget.
People come out here, get too high, and if you ain't got that team around you that's gonna like snatch you or something,
Yeah, it's
you
a
lost
wrap.
in the sauce.
It's a wrap.
But some people just like it so much that they can't. Their family's gonna try to get them to stop, and they won't.
Yeah, but that don't mean you're gonna hit dirt bottom. You're gonna be a
Yeah.
functional drug addict. Like you're still gonna have
Yeah,
a spot, a
you still go-
car.
that's what I'm like.
You know what I mean? You're gonna be hiding it. It be the people that don't
We
got
go
nobody.
to jail more than you guys. It's a statistic. We're not
Don't make
trying
it
to
a
be,
team
yeah,
thing,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
like, I'm
yeah,
not-
yeah. We go to jail more than you guys. So our
Yeah.
rehab is jail, is what I'm telling you. We're
Jail-
gonna shit
jail's our
water, be right
rehab,
there,
And you
we
were
come
sneaking
back
perks
out.
in.
Yeah,
Jail-
I didn't give a fuck.
Jail is
cool.
rehab. It's your it's your what is that called? It's your workout. It's
Yeah,
all that. It's
yeah,
gonna get
all
you back
that
right.
shit.
Whenever I feel like,
like a
jail,
cleanse.
whenever you feel like this, how it always be. You be going up. You got
I
your
was
hustle.
selling that shit though.
You make some bread. Now you just really knee deep in it. They gonna stop you. And then that's how you get clean. Whether it's drugs or illegal shit, you're going to get stopped. You're going to get clean, come back. Do you want to start it over again?
Thank God they sent me to Vegas. Thank God I had to parole from Vegas. Because had they had let me out that day, that I think I got high before we went in the courtroom. Nigga, the dead homies. I used to be in that motherfucker. Every day at court, I used to get high.
Bro, they used to bring this nigga out to court. 2 handcuffs behind. Like, just think, why do you need 2 handcuffs? Because his arms don't go behind him because they so big. And he'll come out there with them dreads.
What, because you were lifting weights?
Just push-ups and pull-ups.
Push-ups.
But you were getting big?
Water back.
Whoa.
I was
See, if I had those genetics, I would be looking a lot better right now. I'm working my ass off, and I still look like
But
a
you kind of taller, you know, like.
But you're not eating carbs on carbs either.
Yeah.
And there, all you doing is eating, working out, trying to get tired to go to sleep. Because if you don't, you're going to be up.
Period.
So you trying to burn out so you can get. That's the only time you get an energy. Burning out. 200. Then you trying to do the 500 a day. You probably was like 1,000 a day at that time.
Yeah, 1,000 to 1,500.
Yeah.
Push-ups?
Yeah.
So you would count by the day?
Well, no, that's how many you try to do a day.
No,
Like,
I do sets of 50. So I either do 20 or 25 sets of 50. Depends on when I want to
wake
stop.
up, probably bust down 500.
It's all right. So you wake up, you hit the bar, then you do your cardio. So I do 550 running in place. I do 10 down to 1. I do 10 sets of 10, 10 sets of 9, 10 sets of 8, all the way down. So that comes to 550. And then, like, you cool for a second, walk around, let it cool off. Then you do, like, heavy buffing. So that's when the sets of 50s come in. And you just do 20 sets. But as you talking shit, and you
your
don't
homies
want to get
busting
on
down,
the phone.
you waiting for your homie to get done. You waiting
got
like,
the
hold
homie
on.
cooking over there. You watching the little music
Why
on
can't you
TV.
bring this to the outside world?
Because it's too much other shit
We
going
can,
on.
but we all got to meet up at the same. Like, who has that much time? in
But
their
you
day
don't
for
have
3
the
hours?
self-control to do this on your own?
I can. That's what I told my wife. I'm like, I'm finna start just working out in the living room because I don't need to go to the gym. I got the pull-up thing on the door and all that. All I got to do is bust
Honestly,
down.
in there, bro, it's like, it's just.
But it's like,
it ain't nothing else to do.
Go ahead.
It's
If
nothing else
you
to do.
start going to 24-hour fitness, they're going to get you like they got 6'9".
Nah, hell no.
No, you're going
I
to
ain't
be in there
never
blaming
told on no nigga.
Okay.
I ain't never told on no nigga. And then I got the little miniature blicky.
little blick,
Little blick, little pretty
In the gym?
blicky.
Get back. I'm
Man,
like,
I don't think that. Well, not me, but I don't think that my security would ever not have a blick on them.
Okay.
Ever. I don't care where we at.
What's the smallest gun you can get, and where's the best place to hide it if you're doing like athletic activities? Because I've thought about this before.
it depends on what you're wearing.
They got
if you got the compression
like
they
shorts.
got
shorts
the
or
new
something,
compression.
right?
No, they got
You
the
gotta
new
go
compression
compression
shorts
shorts.
with the cell phone pocket.
Okay.
You just wear them up under your shirt and just stick it in a cell
you got a
phone
gun
pocket.
like this big?
Yeah, I got one
What?
smaller than that. The little 380 Kel-Tec.
I need to see this.
It's like
His security got it.
I could
yeah,
put a
my
switch
security
on it.
got the motherfucker. You'll be out of bullets in fucking 0.2 seconds.
It's really to
a
get back and
8-shot.
get on.
It's
like
a
when you
little
see it,
pekka.
you
Ain't
already know how you're going to get out of there.
Yeah.
So you just got to.
Yeah, and my security got it.
You
And it's
realize that
registered to
Remo's
it.
going to do a clip, and it's going to be called "Bricc Baby Talks About Snorting Heroin."
And I don't care. They got a couple on there. They got
for real?
I'm one of their realest. Like, what you gonna do? You gonna tell me I did heroin, and then what?
Yeah.
You gonna fuck me up? What you gonna do?
But okay, I'll throw this out there: is that there's somebody that you don't like that I don't really like either, but you've talked about why you don't like him, and your explanation for why you don't like him, or part of why I shouldn't take him serious. You're like, he's a smoker, he's a junkie.
Crack is different.
Is it really?
Yeah, and
That
I've
heroin?
never did. I've
Crack
never
is what
did
you see
heroin.
the people you off of. The people you see there.
I'm just saying, I
that's
consider
the
them
crack.
to be on about the same level
I
of
never
like
did
degeneracy.
heroin on my mama, nigga. That's on my mama. Spider-Loc voice, nigga.
Spider-Loc interview dropping soon.
Hey, so on my mama, I've never did tar. I'm too player to do that type of shit on the street. I know how to turn it on and off. You'll never catch me down bad asking for $5 for my habit. You never catch me outside for 2 or 3 days with nowhere to go because of my habit, nigga.
Stealing food.
It's a difference between a motherfucking player and a smoker. You know what I'm saying? I'm more like Ray Charles.
Period.
You
In
more
what
like
way?
Eddie Ruffin, David Ruffin.
Shit
You
is
know what I mean?
affecting you.
David Ruffin.
Okay,
You get what I'm saying?
kind of.
You know who David Ruffin is?
Not really.
from the Temptations?
Oh, okay.
You
Fucked
watched
them
the
up.
Temptation movie?
No,
Ray,
but
Ray
what was
Charles
he doing?
made them better.
He was a crackhead. He was the one that he was a hell of a talented singer, and they kicked him out of the group because he couldn't get right.
He'll be sweating at the
He
shows,
was Bobby Brown
passing
times
out,
20.
like,
You know
all
what I'm
off
saying?
beat.
Yeah, but he taking it. He's the life of the show though.
Oh,
So
the nigga,
boom,
the nigga.
Ray Charles, it was just his medicine.
You wouldn't. This nigga blind already.
Can I get some thoughts? What is the state of the green? Because people in songs and etc. always been making fun of green lean, but then you see more and more people like flexing it in videos and acting like it's normal and everything. So it seems like people making fun of it is kind of getting outdated.
You know how it
I'm gonna let
is.
the juice man tell that.
You,
one.
you know how it is, Adam. It's always tiers to this shit. You know what I mean? Most people love the lower tier because they can't afford the higher tier. So when you hear somebody talking shit about the lower tier, it's because they probably can't afford it, can't find it, or can't get it, or they came in the game so late that the
that's
lower
what they
tier
were
is
on.
what they own.
and they know that it's real.
You know, so it's really like, again, and it's like an area type of thing. If you kind of on this side,
Who
you
was
going
the
green.
first nigga though that was just they
Or you
calling me
think-
broke baby nigga? I'm the one that made that shit cool, nigga. I'm the first nigga to flood this motherfucker with green.
I
I'm
never
talking
seen
about
that
20
many. I never seen that many green pints in my life.
Before what?
From
Before
him.
he probably still ain't never seen that.
Not
many.
even green pints. I just never seen that many pints in my life.
Where'd you get the green pints?
What's
Yeah,
up
you
with
doing
you?
too much.
No, when I went to the bounty hunters, seen a couple of different dudes come out of the projects just straight up holding their green.
But that's what I'm saying.
Pints.
It's a tier type of thing. It's a tier thing.
My
It's just like some
influence is
people
in
saying,
Watts.
I'm not about to spend no $1,200 on no Louis.
We in the
because you
projects. The
can't.
green probably look pretty good out there.
Listen, man,
does.
I got the projects booming. I had all that shit booming when I was still trapping, bro.
I probably still
PJ
got a few of them
Watts,
motherfuckers
PJ
laying around
Watts,
now.
but on the dead homies, nigga, I'm going through storages. I'm like, what the fuck is that? Like, that's the type of shit that like, that's why I'm like, okay, you
like,
can't
what the
tell
fuck
me
is
it's
that?
not
You-
cool.
you want it?
can't tell me it's not cool for green when I invented this shit.
He
Right.
has
Like
so
you,
much
nigga,
green that he
I
will
had
give
to
you
drink-
green and forget that he
But
gave
what do you
it
have to
you.
take with the green in
Nothing.
order to?
The
There's
dream
not like
just
another
put you
drug.
straight down.
Green gonna
It's
put you
no
down.
partying. That opiate feeling where you dancing that narco,
Uh-huh.
you ain't gonna get that.
You're gonna be like that.
It's going straight.
Bro, you're like
Boom.
this.
So it's not fun. It's
No.
not as fun.
Not as fun.
It's some real druggy shit.
I'll really call it green some east side shit. You can call it whatever you want. but-
Yeah, I mean, because Easty is just what we go by.
Yeah,
when shit
like,
cheap.
I ain't
You
gonna
used
lie,
to be
you go over
banging that
there-
hard. You were always talking about the East.
It's still in me,
It
but I
still
just
is.
know. I know, bro. That niggas over there, they go crazy for the green.
So
They don't want no other shit. They don't want the high shit. Where the green at?
yeah, off the rip,
Dropping
25
fours,
a line,
sixes.
25 a line, double line, nigga.
Niggas tell me, yeah, I'm like you, but with the green.
Yeah, I just dropped the 8 of green.
I'm Desto Green.
Yeah,
Look, let's mix it. I got a deuce of the green. He got a little walk. He got some. I'm like, bro, I'm not fucking with y'all niggas.
Actually, I have an important piece of information for you. My
Yes, sir.
kid, her favorite rap song is the Lil Durk and J. Cole song. So I'd be playing it for her and stuff. She points. Yeah, she points at J. Cole and says, "It looks like dub."
Oh my god.
I'm like, damn, you got to work on your
That's my girl. I
your
gotta hang
black
on my girl.
analysis. Like J. Cole, dub.
I was thinking
know.
that today.
Not
We
really.
got to take the girls out, bro. We
That's what
gotta
I'm
do
saying. But then
something,
when
bro.
it actually comes down to it, because we kept talking about that when we were in Italy, like, oh, we got to do a family thing, go get breakfast together or some shit, do something with our kids together. Because my kid talks about Cairo all the time,
Let's
even though
just
she
stay
never
at-
met her.
We are-
Let's just stay at like downtown Disney for a fucking weekend.
Oh, you want to do the Disney mission?
Yeah, we could just do
We
that.
got to do something though, because
Yeah,
we're
so-
like. We're friends, but we don't kick it with our children enough because
and we
gotta
all
get
kick
into
it with
the
our
groove of
children.
it.
That's the whole thing. Because like,
'Cause
it's
I
like
was
all of
daddy.
us having cars, but we never pull up to a cart meet together.
Yeah.
It's like
You think your girl gonna get along with his girl? Because I feel like
Yeah,
my
we-
girl's
well,
gonna get
yeah.
along with your girl.
Yeah, my
but
girl
Get
knows
the
his
love.
girl. My girl known his girl. Like we all in the same area.
okay.
Same,
So y'all kick it?
Going
The
to
crazy
court, all
part
type
is
of shit.
my
Oh, yeah,
cousin.
yeah.
My cousin was just working out with his girl the other day, and they didn't even know that they were connected. They live in the same little shit.
All in the same little shit.
We all live in the same little area.
Okay.
Yeah, but
Shout out to 22 for that bag.
Hey, what you talking about? What you talking
What
about?
you talking about? Yeah,
Yo, we gotta
yeah,
get the
yeah.
soundboard going. Wait, damn, we
Adam
have a
never
soundboard.
likes to talk about it. Fuck that. Y'all keep on talking about Adam, nigga. I'm about to bring that 380 out, nigga.
I just feel like at this point, bro, like like me just being a businessman and seeing all this shit, bro, like niggas need to go like tournament with the basketball. Niggas just need, you know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, you can't really prove, if we going off of numbers, bro, you really already the GOAT. So it's like trying to like play the GOAT, you ain't gonna win. You got to figure out something else so you say you won that. So you basketball.
You think we could get a team in the TCL? Is it called TCL?
What's the TCL?
The crew league.
The crew league.
Oh.
They need us.
They need us.
They need us. They need more eyes. You know, I ain't gonna lie, between us three, you know how many people, motherfuckers gonna come out?
You think I'm going to play basketball?
It don't matter. You could be the
to
boat
say that you whoop these niggas' ass.
I don't think I'm going to be able to say that. I think actually they're going to be like highlight reels of me missing every shot, and they're going to be dying laughing at it.
You just get in the car. You just jump. I think you just got to be, when the other captain come out, you got to come out. But if the captain not on the court, you don't have to be on the court. So you really just getting your team together.
If we lose every game, we're supposed to. We're no jumper.
Yeah, come on.
But who else?
Win-win.
Who else is going to play? You think Sharp's going to play?
Bro, we can get
maybe, right? I don't know.
Flacco will play.
I don't know, man.
We get sus.
Bro,
there's got to be some sort of physical test before you can compete.
You know my boy
Flacco's
Simba?
not going to pass.
Simba shots?
Yeah,
he be shooting all the Detroit shit.
Yeah.
Bro, I swear to God, we going to that, it was like a all-star weekend in L.A. We pull up, I got pumped. Nigga, you see all these other niggas bringing NBA players on their team.
Was that the weekend?
Yep, I called you. That was the weekend I called you. I called you.
I was in jail.
So we pull up, boom. I see the cameraman. Cameraman used to play overseas basketball. Man, we down. What? Come on, you over here with me and Pump.
On the court.
I remember being astounded that Pump actually played in that game.
Yeah, remember?
I had never seen him do anything physical.
I think he got a shot on Nip. Like, don't mock me, but that was a great game. He got a shot on Nip because we played them and they lost. Cowboy.
Was that at USC?
Yep.
I remember.
You remember that? I remember that
because
vividly.
I was in jail, but I was called it in because I think my little brother had robbed Famous Dex that weekend. And
I remember that. That was your little brother?
Yeah.
I think I called you. I was like, damn, bro. That weekend, every weekend of BT or whatever weekend, you'll see all of the rappers. I would take a screenshot. Yep. And then the weekend after, I'll tell you, like, let's see how many people.
I remember you
he
telling
lost this shit.
Like, fucking,
he lost this shit.
Yeah.
He lost this shit. And it'd be like, these niggas just don't learn. Every year, bro, for like 6 years, you'll be like, okay, let's see who's going to lose that shit
And I
this
used
weekend.
to fuck with Dex on the low when I was out here, like, no homo. But I used to fuck with him, like, through the Chicago crew, like, different GDs that was out here, because it's a lot of GDs that live here.
Oh, you were a GD lover back then, too, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, the BDs don't beef with every GD
Sorry,
set.
Dirk.
Sorry,
He's
Dirk.
disloyal. Nah, but
fuck you, Dirk. Nah, it's all love.
Nah, I'm a ZD. You know I'm a ZD now?
The Zesty Disciples?
Zesty Disciple, yeah. I'm banging
Did you
that.
bleach your fucking ass hairs or something?
Is that what the Zesty Disciples do? That's how you know us. When you go to hit me with the savage mode and go spit on my asshole, you see the hairs are blonde, you're like, oh, never mind.
Bro, I love being on the show because I be learning so much shit that I don't be fucking knowing, and all these new characters. Like, after this show, I be having to research some shit. Like, hold on, who the fuck is this? Oh, this nigga's a goofball.
Definitely look up Zesty Disciples.
Do your homework. It do hit
I gotta do some research.
It do hit different. It do hit different with the Chicago Tangerine. You know what I'm saying? Started the Zesty Disciples.
Yo, let me talk about that actually, because Lil Jay. So he posted up and said that he was looking for a UFC fight. He's like, tag Dana White, tell him who you want to see me in the ring with. So I tagged Gracie Jane, which, if you guys don't know, is a trans woman. And Lil Jay responds to me and says, nah, I want @Lena the Plug. And I'm like, okay, well, I guess that's like, that would kind of be a funny joke to be like, oh, I want your girl. Except that that's such a played out joke at this time. And I just hit you with the truth bomb of telling you like a trans person that I know that I feel like he should actually do some wrestling with. And he's just not, he's not fucking with it. I was like, Lil Jay, you let me down.
Well, it do hit different. He said, don't lie to me, folks, because I know that walk.
Hey, you know what I did that probably not that many other people have done is I watched the clip of, what's her name? Red something? Mango Red? Fucking this girl who she went on DJU and she did an interview and she's Lil Jay's old trans lover. So
wait, the one from jail?
No, from the streets, like the first trans person that he was ever fucking with. And I'm gonna be real, like I watched the interview just because I was trying to figure out, like, is this a clout chaser? Do I believe her, etc. This is not Gracie Jane. This is a very modest, low-key trans woman that Lil Jay found him a good one. I'm gonna be real with you. He got a good piece of work right there because she was I'm sorry, but she said that she was actually on the phone with Lil Jay like earlier that day, telling him that she was going to go do this interview with DJU. She seemed like, if anything, she was kind of trying to spare him. Like, she didn't really want him to be judged
she wanted
harshly.
the bag? Like, give me a bag, I won't go do it.
Yeah,
I
she
think
was
she
just
just wanted
telling
to
her
acknowledge
story.
him. Like,
Yeah,
just
just-
acknowledge me and I
So you
won't go.
told him, why are you going to do an interview if you a good one?
And why is he on the
This
phone
is
with
gay.
Jay Main the day before, telling him that it was all lies and that he had never hooked up with a trans person or anything? He was denying it like the day before, and then they got her on
that's all he could
DJU.
do. At the end of the day, that's all he could do. I mean, if anybody says that wasn't the same person that had the tranny on his lap, and then the next day it's the same silhouette choking the tranny out. You get what I'm saying? He choking the tranny out, and I'm not even trying to get into that, right?
I think he needs to just admit it.
Yeah,
Right?
because listen, so it's two. You had a twin in that motherfucker in the same fucking pod. Like, come on, bro. God don't work like that. He do, but it's like, come on, bro.
He
You
can't
got this
keep denying.
same looking dude,
Bruh,
like you had him
the
on your lap.
deny
You was
shit-
hitting. I mean, you know what I'm saying? You wasn't gay because you was in jail, bro.
If
I don't know,
I mean, the
shit.
fact that there's these Say Cheese interviews where he's like adamantly denying it and like really going hard, saying that he's not gay, and then that there's just like such
There's so
compelling
much
evidence, way too much.
It's too much.
Even
evidence.
just King Yella saying that he tried to kiss him off a pill, that to me is kind of like, okay, well, you
Yeah.
combine that with the fact that a bunch of other people have accused him, that's kind of like enough right there to be like, well, is King Yella making this
I'm
up?
sorry, I just pictured in my
Yeah.
head that vision. Like, if I'm chilling with Bricc and he try, I'm just gonna sock cuz.
Oh,
Yeah, right?
I'm a sock cuz right in his mouth.
What's your
I
friendship
swear to-
gonna
What
turn
the
into
fuck,
after
It's
that?
nigga?
over.
Like, I might have to
It's
throw 2 or
over.
3 of them
Yeah,
just
you gotta
because.
just
Like, it's
fuck.
like, what the
We
fuck
off a
with your
pill. You
weird
already
ass?
know a nigga probably gonna swing back. It's gonna be the hardest fight
Then
in
we
your
just
life.
gonna be fighting.
A nigga tried to kiss you, nigga.
Nigga,
then,
move,
then you
bruh.
off the pill like, cuz, you just sucked me, cuz.
But can we
I
just?
just wanted to kiss.
Like, I wasn't even on no shit. You seen Lil Wayne in them?
But I think we should be able to keep it content. You should be able to like hold off on freaking out on him, and then be able to come here on the podcast and be like, "Look, all right, I got to talk about something that happened this weekend. Bricc, why you try to kiss me?" Like it's just a regular topic on here.
Hell nah. Hey, Brick's not kissing Dub for the record. Hold on.
He may be bricked up, but
I'm
not
just
like
thinking
that.
if you
Yeah.
hanging out with your homie, like, and you got homies, you know, like you got a homie, I'm drunk, I'm high out, and the nigga just, what's up with cuz?
Yeah.
Like, that shit have tripped me out. Any of my homies I hang with, you try to do any weird shit
Off
like
the
that,
rip.
bruh, I'm damn near.
Off
You on
the
this
rip.
side, you might get an elbow in your
And,
face. Get off me with your
And that's
weed.
why I think King Yella needs to run a tighter program, because let's be real, if some BD ever tried to make out with King
Yo,
Sosa,
what? You was supposed
it's
to.
over. He's not doing a Say Cheese interview about it. The guy's gonna die. He's
Yeah.
gonna be dead by the end of the
Yeah.
day. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. That's just how it's going down.
That's how it's
King
going
Yella,
down.
you can't just like wait to do a Say Cheese interview, even though I understand that's,
That's
your
some shit
bro
you
and
was supposed to
everything.
not even bring up.
You got to
honestly.
exile him to an island, yeah, right? Just
Like,
never bring it
that's
up.
Like really, like, you know, I'm not bringing that up. Like, what?
Nah,
Like,
fuck that. All the shit coming out. Because he could have thought that he was tripping. Like, we both was high. Like, did he just get up on me for the kiss? Or was it like, you know what I mean? Cause
Oh,
he
he's trying to
coulda
whisper
just-
in my ear or
Yeah,
something,
he
you know?
coulda-
I don't know. It was
Yeah,
weird
man.
to go home and tell your girl, like, I don't know, baby.
Yeah.
We was on some weird shit last night. Like,
But you ain't gonna say that because that's bro and he did kiss you. So, but now you see it with the tranny, like, hey, oh, gee,
it
that
makes
nigga
sense
tried to kiss me.
now.
But you want to know why Lil Jay got booted out of the FBG thing too? Is because they said that he was stealing money.
Oh yeah.
So I mean, like already, like I
Who?
think Lil Jay was
Yeah.
like stealing money from Duck when he was like part of the FBG thing, allegedly. Like I watched some fucking
How
random
you let this
documentary the
nigga
other
steal
day.
money from you?
Why is 051 Kiddo text me? What's he saying?
Listen,
Have your assistant contact my manager whenever she can. Got it.
yes, sir.
Got it, kiddo.
Kiddo,
Kiddo. He's like the scariest
That's
dude I've
crazy
seen.
that you said
Kiddo.
come on to the podcast and discuss their beef because we were going over we was doing homework this weekend and fucking Joe fucking Budden. That shit was
Oh, my
hilarious.
So Ish, who has taken it upon himself to bring my name up over and over and over, even though he's basically like an anonymous Joe Budden co-host. I listened to like 15 fucking full episodes that he's on, and I still don't know anything about him. And I did a whole podcast with him, still don't know anything about him. But I saw a clip last night. Ish is wearing a pink hoodie, looking like an Easter egg, and he gets so Man, I encourage everybody to go and seek this clip out because it's pretty astounding to realize that none of the hosts on the Joe Budden podcast seem to have any respect for him, and Joe Budden certainly doesn't seem to have any respect for him. But he is going off, and it seems like the issue is basically that Joe Budden at a certain point Ish had an ex-girlfriend of however many years. I'm sure I'm messing up some details of the story, but he was with a bitch for 9 years.
9 years.
And then Joe Budden at a certain point ended up entertaining her. She ended up over his house for drinks or whatever. I'm not sure exactly how this plays out, but they probably leave the club or the hookah lounge or some shit. They end up going back to Joe Budden's house because he's the only one in the friend group who got a crib. And so they go back there, and for whatever reason, we didn't really find out from the clip that I saw, like a 10-minute clip, like Joe, like this, Ish's ex is kicking it at Joe's house, and you see it mid-podcast where he has a lot of real pent-up anger towards Joe about the fact that Joe even had his ex-girl in the same spot as him. And his fury is unleashed on the microphone. And the extent to which nobody in the room seems to take it serious that he's so upset and that Joe is just basically clowning him the whole time. Like, I don't know. Like, this is a dude, Ish, who's trying to start a war with me, who's trying to, like, smear my name and say this, that, and the other thing, calling me a piece of shit and everything. It brought me so much joy realizing that nobody in that room has any respect for him and did not give a fuck about him raising his voice, and they're all basically laughing at him. Like, if you guys are going to be just trying to start beefs and stuff and trying to call out goated podcasters like Adam 22, you're going to need a little bit of team camaraderie. You're going to have to stick together because you can't just give me such an easy, obvious piece of content that makes you look like a bozo. Ish, if that is your real name. So I don't know.
So is he bozo-ish or is he a bozo?
Oh, he's full bozo. Yeah, 100%.
No, I'm saying bozo-ish. Like, you know,
that's his new
somebody
name.
could be bozo-ish. Like, yes, he's
like
kind of
that.
clownish.
Yeah.
If you in the room and somebody is treating like that, that evidently shows you're not an alpha at
But
all.
I think Joe did not pipe her. He probably had the option on the table that he could have smashed his old girl.
Joe go?
Joe was
Don't
little
Joe go?
boy
He
in
probably
him.
didn't want to go.
He got options.
Joe,
you know? He probably didn't want to dig in there.
Joe said he didn't entertain her like that because he said he could have popped his chick if he wanted to pop his chick. He was trying to be like modest at first because he was like, Ish was on there bragging about him not giving a fuck about the bitch. If he break up with the bitch, anybody can have her. Da 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 da. He like, that's crazy you say that because you was tripping about your ex bitch being at my house or something.
The best part is that mid rant when Ish is like fully in his emotional bag, he's just super fucking upset. Joe says, "Why are you not thanking me for not fucking her?"
Your bitch. Yeah.
Which is like, that really put things into perspective of who has control over this scenario.
But Ish wasn't tripping though. I felt Ish too though. I can't just agree with you all the way out.
No, I mean, his point is not necessarily unreasonable. It's just that he looked like such a dunce when he was going through it.
Nigga, the only reason I said something about it is because you said it on the podcast that you would never entertain one of our chicks. They said, I don't care what the fuck y'all did that night. I'm not tripping off of how she got there, what y'all did that night. But you're saying that you'll never fuck with the homie chick. And I guess that came up again. And he's like, that's obviously a lie. Like, you had my bitch from 9 years at your house, but you swear that you won't, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just calling the spade a spade at this point. You get what I'm saying? And that's why he said he was moving the goalpost, whatever it is.
Right, the goalpost.
Yeah.
Well, because, all right, that is some greasy ass shit from Joe Budden right there. Because I'm gonna be real, if Care ends up on the market, she's not coming over my house. Why the fuck would she ever come over my house? Now, I'm running a different kind of program where I'm not having people come over my house to party and stuff. But, like, let's say that Lena was, like, some super social girl where she got 10 best girlfriends and one of them happens to be friends with your girl and they've been broken up for a while. Like, I'm going to be aware of the awkwardness of that situation. I'm probably going to try to get way ahead of it if it was something that, like, had to happen just because she's, like, homegirl of the homegirl.
She can even get there.
But for the most part, like, I don't want to have anything to do with that.
I don't want to have anything to do with anything that's my homies.
If you
There's
end
too
up
much
in
in
that
the
situation,
world.
and they never said if they were mano. They never said that. They never said were they one-on-one or was it a group of people?
I don't think it was one-on-one.
Never got to that.
Because why the fuck would Joe ever be having a random bitch come over his house if he's not trying to pipe? Oh, well, I got a booger? Oh, man,
Some
look at
niggas is sleazeballs, bro. I know niggas that are guaranteed sleazeball. In they mind, they want your bitch on their belt. You know, they want that name on the list. And it's sleazeballs, but those be the ones that when you confront them, they damn near on some like, you know what I mean? So it's like, you don't want to be with sleazeballs.
Definitely knew what she was doing. And it's like, when you got notoriety, Joe, it's not cool to go fuck your homie's bitch because you can fuck any bitch. It's not cool to just even let her pull up. No matter how she got there, like, it's like, all right, if she with the, only if she with the bitch that you fucking on and you been fucking on her for years and they been friends.
That's what I'm saying.
And they been friends.
they
Like,
out.
nigga, you know how she got here. You know I been fucking her. And you know that they're not splitting up after the club. So the bitch was on the couch. Yeah, she had a couple drinks.
But how they
You
was
get what I'm
talking
saying?
about it wasn't like it was a party and he made it seem like she wanted to fuck and I just didn't
Joe
want
had to keep telling himself no all night. He probably just wanted to kick it with a bitch that night. You know how some nights when you were single, where you'd just be like, fuck it, I just need a bitch around. Just I don't even want to fuck.
But
I just lay up with the bitch and watch TV
only-
and shit. Like,
If I'm Ish,
'Cause
I'm
I-
equally mad at him laying up with her and watching TV as if he puts dick in her.
no,
They're
for
equally
sure.
intimate.
No, for sure.
My
But
girl
some
would way
people got
rather I
them
fuck a
homie
bitch in
houses,
front of
you know
her
what I
than
mean?
go
Like-
watch TV with her.
like Cream. Cream used to have a house, bro. You know what I mean? Yo ex bitch could end up there because that's where all of the bitches go.
But no, we're
And
talking
them-
about this day and age though. You
Oh,
got to
yeah.
think they passed. We was 22, 23 when
Yeah,
this
they
shit
in
was
their
going on. We
40s
was
and shit,
25 and
yeah.
shit.
Oh,
We was
yeah.
still partying when you talk
At
about
that
down
age,
there by
yeah,
where
you
my
drive your
apartment
own
was at,
car.
right?
They got Uber. You got a driver. It's just, she didn't drag you here.
But think about it, they in Jersey
Yeah,
too.
you get what I'm
There's not as
saying?
many places to go.
Oh,
You might have to go to the house.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't actually
Take
know
your
what
ass
it's like
home.
partying in Jersey.
That's what I'm like. But see, she's not. You're still doing good. Nobody knows this bitch. So she's definitely trying to get back at you because obviously, even in Ish's case, he has more of a social status than his bitch probably.
probably.
and
So
that's
the fact that
bitches
she
be
can spin
competitive.
off and she's from Jersey, not New York, you know what I'm saying? She can spin off and go to Joe Budden's house. You get what I'm saying? Like,
Your boss.
that's pimp as fuck.
Oh yeah, she trying to add that get out of jail free card.
Oh, we
You
were
get
just
what I'm
smoking
saying?
hookah.
Yeah.
I don't really understand the hookah
If you ever
politics.
need
You
any
know,
help or anything, let me know because I'm not worried
Hookah's
about
deep.
him.
hookah goes
Hookah's
deep.
deep. Hookah, if she's at the house smoking hookah, that's worse
Because you
than
gotta
smoking a
you
blunt.
gotta set it up. She
Yeah,
gotta,
yeah,
it's, you
yeah,
got- like it's
yeah,
like a 30,
yeah.
40 minute setup for a nice
You get what
hookah.
I'm saying?
And then
You
you
got
setting
to
it up
heat
to
the
do
shit up
30,
and-
40 more minutes on it.
And you swapping
That's
spit, you
more
swapping
than
germs,
that.
you taking
Nah,
the same
fuck
piece
it,
of
you doing
plastic,
that-
you putting it in your mouth
You
and shit.
doing that with the blunt.
Yeah.
It's the
Oh
same
yeah.
shit
No,
with the blunt.
we're fucked gross too. No
Yeah,
doubt about it.
yeah.
But well, actually, but we're not passing
But I ain't
blunts,
gonna
right?
lie, niggas got money.
Have
You,
you guys-
might have a
you
little
guys
tips.
passing
You might
that?
have a box of tips.
No, you got personals, right?
If
That's
we
that's
in
your
the
blunt,
club,
right?
if we in a club or something, we're smoking together. Let
Yeah,
us be
yeah.
out of
Oh,
town.
yeah,
I
yeah,
mean,
Or
you're right,
let
you're
me
right.
not have no
Let
weed.
it-
I was about to
yeah,
grab his
yeah,
shit when
it
my
don't
went
matter.
out.
Yeah, I would probably not ever pass anything to you guys here, but for sure, if we're in the club, we passing it.
I don't know what that
Yeah,
means. I don't
yeah, I
understand what
smoke
that
with
means.
it. That's what we do.
No, all right. We are in the personal blunt era, right? Like we left the passing it around.
It
shit
depends
in
on
the
what
past,
honey
right?
bro.
it
If I-
is.
if
You
I
can't
got-
have that
it
nice of
depends.
chains on and be passing blunts on a consistent basis, right?
Well, this the thing.
Nah, that's
It's
what we
different
do.
scenarios. If I'm like, let's say I walk out here, it's a lot of little like this. Is what I like to do. It's a lot of little young, extra little niggas. I go over there facing the blunt. These niggas ain't got no weed. Now I go over there, hit my blunt, pass it to him. Oh, I'm fucking with cuz. He ain't even asked for it back. You know what I mean? And then it's the other scenario where I'm sitting here and I ain't got no weed. Nigga, I'm looking at your blunt. And it's certain, and it ain't even got to be, I got weed. It's probably on the table out there and we recorded. Or we in the car driving somewhere, you spark a blunt, I'm going to hit it.
If
For
I got
sure.
a spliff or a
If we
blunt
in
in
the
my hand,
car-
I'm not passing it.
If we're in the car, we're definitely.
Oh, in
why
the
he
car.
was looking, that's
In
why
the
he was
car.
looking at that when I was
Yeah.
hitting this pin like that. Like, what's up with this nigga, bro?
Nah,
We
you're
don't
right
share
though,
this shit.
because I was in the car with like House Phone and Suspect like back in December or some shit. We went Christmas shopping, and for sure we were passing everything that we were smoking. Like as soon as you're in the car, it just starts to feel
it's
like
rotation.
yeah.
I ain't gonna
Because
lie.
you
If you in
can't
the
smoke
car,
3
it's
blunts
not
in
no
the car.
separate nigga in the blunt smoking the
Yeah,
car.
hell no.
And
The
then
car
honestly-
gonna be so smoked out.
And honestly, I don't know what like situations you be in, but a lot of situations, I'm the
I'm not
nigga
in
with the
any.
weed.
That's the problem.
I'm the nigga with the weed.
Yeah.
And then some situations I don't have weed, and they can't wait to pass me their blunt. Like,
Yeah.
Dub, you want to smoke? Here. So
Because
I'm
he
like,
always
hell
got
yeah, what
the
you
weed.
smoking on?
I'm damn near
We on
the
some
same with that shit.
Rastafari and shit, bro. This shit from the earth. We smoking this shit, bro.
Nah, 'cause
We ain't on no germophobic weed shit.
You are living like the life that I used to have on the block because like so many of the experiences I'm sure that you run into are the same things that I remember from that time period. Because I'm taking myself back now and just remembering every day, all day, dudes would be pulling up, roll a blunt, smoke the blunt, pass it to everybody in the room, just trying to get cool over and over and over. That's shout out Donnie. Donnie fucking became friends with us because he came through with a giant blunt shaped like a kendama.
That's hard.
It got our attention. Boom, we became friends.
Yeah, it ain't always like on Melrose because I got security, so niggas not just walking up to me trying to pass me blunts. But like a lot of the people that come in the store, I already know. So it'll be my homies. You know, one of my employees might be on the break. The next door neighbor might be standing outside.
But you don't smoke in the store, do you?
No.
No, okay.
The only time
shout out
during
to Donnie.
pop-ups.
He still
Yeah,
got
yeah.
the
During the
touch.
pop-up, it'll get crazy, right?
Yeah, because in the pop-ups, you be outside, somebody calling you got a blunt.
Yeah.
I'm going to run in there, smoking it, take a picture, da-da-da. But then I always, like, when I see a kid, I kick everybody out.
Remo.
Yeah.
Where do you get that shirt? No, I know, but why does it say Ride the Wave Summer Jam? Ronnie Tsunami. Shout out Ronnie.
Yeah.
Okay, we fucking
Ride
with Ronnie
that
Tsunami.
wave.
Hey, before I bring up the next topic, I just want to encourage everybody to make America hard again. Shout out to our partners at Mango RX. This is the wee pill that we are getting behind right now. Shout out to our partners at Mango RX. Make sure to use promo code Adam22 at checkout for 22% off your first order at MangoRx.com. Mango RX makes products that help men go, you get that, hard in the bedroom. Mango combines tadalafil, the main ingredient in Cialis, with L-arginine and oxytocin, and in a rapidly dissolving tablet that tastes like mango for fast-acting results. Mango comes individually packaged so you can feel ready for fast-action results whether you're at home or on the go. Mango RX's mission is to make America hard again. They actually have epic merchandise available at makeamericaHardAgain.com, like these really cool hats that we have available here. And buying Mango is easy. All you have to do is go to MangoRx.com and complete a short/secure telemedicine visit, and Mango can be shipped discreetly straight to your door. At checkout, make sure to use promo code Adam22 to get an extra 22% off your first order, and continue to visit MangoRx.com as the company is going to be putting out more innovative products in the near future. So again, make every day hump day and go to MangoRx.com and use the promo code Adam22 to get an extra 22% off your first order.
Awful lot of mangoes.
That's an awful lot of mangoes. Anyway, I also did my first ever orgy the other day. We talked about it on here. It was the official Plugtalk orgy, and let me tell you,
Royal Rumble.
it got out of control. Like there were elements of this orgy that I was not ready for.
Sometimes it was like nobody at the table. I'm like,
No,
are they all
there
over
was
there?
barely anyone at the table at times because, all right, look, I haven't even seen the footage of it, but check out this screenshot. Like how do you feel about seeing me in this environment?
Yo, I've never seen. You're
Luckily,
getting me back for yesterday.
the
right?
person-
Blurred out though. You can't see the pieces.
person who posted, yeah, they blurred everything. Basically, we're looking at a image of me, a large black man, and a smaller white man, and we are porking 3 women individually. And for some reason, it would appear in the photo that I am making eye contact with the black man, which, that's the homie. Shout out Hollywood Cash. He's a legend in the game.
Tell the truth.
He got a
man.
baby arm on him. Let's be real. I don't know why I was looking at him.
Adam's jaw has dropped in the picture.
Yo, you know what I thought? Let me know. Look at that picture. Tell me that I don't need to lose like 20 pounds. Because
Yeah.
I
my
was
gut,
just about to
the
say,
gut is hanging.
No, you look way bigger than. Hold on.
Yeah, because I'm butt naked and I'm breathing out. I'm deep in a bitch.
Cause
Yeah, look, my gut is just out a little too much,
I
bro.
was about to say.
Look,
that's
he's like
crazy.
this. Why are you staring at
Everything's
it?
blurred out, guys.
The orgy was so crazy that I can't even tell who I'm fucking in this. Oh, actually, I think it's Kaylee Gunner. Yeah,
that was
banging
a-
her. But the orgy was out of control. Let me tell you what. There was multiple moments where I realized that maybe I'm not an orgy guy.
Was
All right.
your wife there? Should
She
they
was.
go click?
She was only banging me in the environment. And if you guys want to see this, only plugtalk.com. We're selling the full live stream in the DMs. But so at a certain point, once I'm like hooking up, like once the orgy really gets going, I realize this is kind of like unsanitary on a level that I'm not used to. Let me explain. The carpet in the room is soaked
With nut.
from squirt,
Whoa.
which is basically pee.
Piss. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's a thing. There's blankets and sheets on the bed. They are crumpled up into a ball, basically, within like the first 20 minutes of this orgy popping off, soaked, just really drenched. Everybody's sweating. I start fucking Kaylee Gunner. She's hot as fuck. You Google her. Beautiful chick. As I'm fucking her, I look and I see a big blob of spit on her neck.
Oh.
I don't know if that was because one of the dudes spit in her face or some shit while she was sucking him off, or it was because she was just giving extremely good head and she had spit dripping down, whatever.
Either way was not.
Either way, you know, I'm kind of like steeling myself to this as we're going. Like, oh, this is some
grabbed the
shit.
sheet and rubbed her neck real quick.
I thought about it. I'm like, damn, I wish I had a towel right
Yeah.
now. Another instance of just like me realizing like, oh, this shit is real. I got my girl, she's riding me, she's bouncing up and down on the dick, right? The other homie, Nick, he's sitting right near me. He got a girl bouncing up and down on his dick. He horny as fuck.
Did y'all high five?
We did not, because like she's like covering me. Like I'm not even seeing him, right?
Yeah.
And then I realized that my knee is fully touching his knee. Like we're riding the subway together or some shit. Like my leg is fully touching his leg.
But whose leg is like is your leg pushing against his or his is pushing against yours?
I mean, it might have been me pushing against him, honestly. And then once I realized, I inched my leg away so that it wouldn't be continuing to do that. But there's a camera right there, and I'm thinking like this camera is for sure capturing this.
When you moved, did you like end up rubbing shoulders at some point?
Is he like trying to
you
like?
guys
Our
close.
knees were close. Our shoulders were not close.
all right,
If our
good,
shoulders were
good.
close, I would have seen.
Yeah.
I would have known.
Yeah.
But that was intense. And then I realized that these
Did
male
it do
porn stars.
anything to you? Did it redact a little?
No, I was cool. But you know what? I realized that these dudes were built different than me. These guys are hornier than me. There's 3 different dudes. My boy Nick Strokes.
How are they hornier than you?
They got like rapper names. Nick Strokes,
Nick Strokes.
Hollywood Cash. That was the black guy in the photo. And then there's another dude, Damon Dice, right? And they all pipe layers.
Damon
But
Dice.
I'm realizing like they're way freakier than me in the sense that, you know, I'm getting head from a girl. I see one of these fools making out with her 5 minutes later. I'm like, oh, okay. Then, you know,
that.
like I'm fucking one of them.
Yo.
I see the homie eating her out right after.
Oh.
I'm like, oh, that's something I never even thought about doing ever
You
in
a
my whole
nigga.
life.
You with the niggas, you know.
Also, you know what's a weird feeling? You go to fuck a bitch in the orgy, and it's like her pussy is kind of like pre-hollowed out for you by the dude who got a way bigger dick. Like, you know, like I'm not saying that like when a girl gets fucked by a dude with a big ass dick that it stays fucking wide forever, but I'm putting my dick in like 2 minutes after the other guy. So that shit is like pre-stretched in and of that moment. Yeah. America was hard again. America was made hard again by Mango RX in that moment.
Let's do this shit like this. This is basically
Yes.
Damon
yeah.
Dice, right? Damon Dice, he got the hat on, right? Boom. Here go Adam.
Yeah.
Trying to put that hat up.
Damon got a nice dick on him, but this Hollywood Cash dude, his shit, bro. If I showed you his dick right now, you would be like, "What the fuck?" Like you don't even know that dicks like this exist.
So
It's fucked up looking.
So Spikey,
I don't stand a chance.
So him or Spikey D?
Who you talking about? Spikey D? I searched it up. It's some gay porn shit. What are you doing? Sending me these links.
No, look. It's
Bricc
not gay
Baby's
porn.
bricked up in all the wrong ways, man.
Teddy Tarantino. I
Hey,
didn't know that
hey.
he did man
God
skits
damn.
until I seen his until I seen his.
That's your
what
boy's
you call
gay
it.
alter ego?
No, hell no.
Oh.
No, they were at he was at Penthouse. He was signed to Penthouse.
Okay.
And I guess they went over there and they were talking about this dude that never. Well, I don't want to say what they. You know what I'm saying? He was like doing some shit. You know what I'm saying? At the fucking house or whatever the case was.
As far as I know, none of the guys who were involved in the Plugtalk orgy have ever contacted men in such a way.
I
Now, if
didn't
they
know
were, that's not my business. I'm just saying, as far as I know, because there are a lot of girls in the game who
'Cause
don't
look,
want to shoot with a motherfucker if he's done gay shit.
The only
If
shit
he's
that I
fucking-
saw was the fucking weird shit that you saw.
What?
Him sucking his own fucking.
Yeah, but
joint.
who is this guy? You're just sending me a random gay porn star, Bricc Baby. I'm confused. I'm still trying to make sense of it.
So they were talking about him at the fucking shit. So I'm like, oh, I'm gonna fuck Adam up with this. I'm about to show Adam this.
But just
shit.
having the knowledge of a random gay porn star.
Yeah.
I searched him on Pornhub. He's sucking his own dick and shit. I'm like,
Yeah.
why does Bricc Baby know about it?
So you don't be turned when you be doing that shit? You be sober?
I'd be off the Mango RX, dub.
No, I get
No,
that.
No, but I'd be sober, yeah.
Yeah, damn. Yeah,
He
them
said,
niggas
damn.
probably in there.
Overturned.
No, 'cause we-
Turn, nigga, if you face after he done pumped and you mouth to mouth after he just done plunged her
It
fucking
sounds like
face,
you should be fucked up for it, right?
It's like it's like you gotta be turned to not think about that.
Yeah,
I mean,
super.
all right, so we
Eat the pussy after
Like,
a nigga dick
like
just
off a
came out,
bean
you
and
gotta
all
be
that, you
off
can-
of
yeah, like-
no, you
a
do
little-
not want to be off a bean because you're not gonna be able to get hard.
What?
If you take ecstasy,
That's coke. That's not ecstasy.
ecstasy is the same exact shit.
Ecstasy make
What's
you
that?
freaky as fuck.
You-
I'll be going
yeah, but you
crazy.
take too much of that shit, you never
Not
gonna
too
fuck.
much. You
never
just
gonna
take
finish.
a little G Sydney, you gonna be what? Me and
No,
my
I'm
wife
not
be
doing
going
it.
crazy
I'm not playing
in
like
Vegas.
that. I'm not trying to be on the live stream with a limp dick. It ain't
Man.
happening. And all these other dudes are hard as fuck. I can't. I can't
dudes
be in
are
that
hard as
position. But
This is a weird conversation.
it was a weird day,
It
to
was
be
a
honest.
weird
But I
day.
had a great time, man. All
So
the
what
girls.
would you change the next time? Like, are you like now? You like what would you change about it?
What would I change? Well, I think we have to do like a pre-show because the problem was that we had 10, 12 people on camera, and then we had all these ideas of different things that we're gonna do on camera and kind of like build up momentum before the orgy gets fully kicked off. We were gonna play Smash or Pass. We had all these pictures of different celebrities printed out. We were like all these like fun. We had a roulette wheel or a wheel like for a
seen the
game
wheel.
show type vibe, and then in reality, you know, we send like 2 people into the room, like, oh, 2 girls go hook up. Before you know it, boom, like everybody's in there. And all of a sudden there's barely anybody on the YouTube side.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, like
Everybody's
as far
trying
as
to
like
fuck.
the OnlyFans numbers and people signing up to like watch it, when we were live, we were getting tons of signups. So I think we're gonna do like an hour or 2 hour like pre-show and then do another 2 hours that will be like the orgy going down.
Oh, so
at the
you can
same
just
time.
you could just jump up and go over there. You don't have to like. I thought you spent the wheel and then the wheel say if you go or not.
No, we tried to make it about what everybody wanted to do and not like letting the fans
You
have
gotta have a little
control.
structure, though.
Because a lot of people are like, oh, you should like take donations for who's gonna fuck. I don't really want to make it about like, oh, like this guy donated $200, so now you 2 have to go fuck. Like I feel like that's a little like I want to make it more
Dominatrix.
about what they want to do in that moment. But it was crazy because, bro, like all the girls were looking so hot.
Give
They're
the
walking
donation
around in
if
this
that's
I ain't
the
gonna
bitch
vibe.
just
lie.
looking
What if
bad
it was
as
like
fuck.
you gotta like if y'all can get like let's say it's 5 of y'all, whoever if you can get his donations up to 10,000, it will make him fuck such and such. They don't do donations
I
like
don't
that.
know if people care that
Not
much.
10, but
No,
10,000
1,000.
is insane.
1,000
Yeah.
you can pick.
it'd be
1,000?
like 300 or something.
No, the one thing I really want to do though is I really want to do like where we have amateur couples or like lesser known porn stars come in with their dude or their boyfriend or whatever, and they fuck, and you have this whole panel of people reacting to it, and then at some point then we do the actual like orgy afterwards. But
Yeah.
I don't know. There was just a lot of sweat. The orange couch, this leather had a lot of sweat on it.
You guys got to call it and have the fucking people come put new dressings on the bed.
Yeah, I don't know who
Like
cleaned
a
it.
water
Somebody
break.
cleaned it.
Did you guys ever take a water break? Anybody wash the nut out their mouth or off their
It was like or you just go.
was just-
I ain't
Yo,
gonna.
it was crazy. When I was ready to
It was
nut, I just
crazy.
grabbed a random girl and was just like, "Here you go, just
Yeah.
here, swallow this."
Yeah.
My girl just like watching, laughing. That's so cute. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? My life is out of control. But yeah, overall, it went really good. We're gonna do it again real soon. Got some complaints that we didn't have enough melanin in the building, so we're definitely gonna work on that.
I
Gotta
thought
get
that
some
you
melon.
said all those were fucking black dudes, Hollywood cast.
One black man.
Yeah, but
Oh,
they
that
said
was
the
out of the-
girl.
No
yeah,
black girl. All the
no
girls were
black
white.
females.
Oh,
And
all
most of them were blonde and looked very similar. Like they looked like
Yeah.
fucking sisters.
Yeah.
So like,
You
I
need
don't
some
know.
ass in there.
Yeah, there's just it's not a ton of like really popping black girls in the porn game. I feel like
Yeah, but again, they don't have to be popping. You just
Yeah,
need
you're
them
right,
in there.
you're
You don't
right.
have to go and search for the number one. No, get a nice one that looks good. Hey, you want to come and join?
I just feel like it's kind of like
affirmative action.
it's kind of frowned upon in the black community more. So it's a little bit
That's
slimmer
what it
pickings.
is. Everybody wants to hide the shit. Like
But they, bro, these
they'll
bitch-
do like OnlyFans shit by themselves.
But this is no jumper. So reach out if you got any women that want to get involved. Hey, speaking of porn,
Pornhub is full of them.
guess who wants to do porn with me?
Who?
Tania.
Oh wow.
She reached out after the last episode, letting me know that she wants to work with me and Lena. Now this is kind of awkward for me. This is Crip Mac's ex-girlfriend and Snoopy Badass's baby mama. I don't know. I don't know if that's the move. It seems kind of weird. Like maybe I should not do that to them.
I don't know if Crip Mac really cared. That shit was like a week, right?
Crip Mac don't have a lot of room
It
to
was
care,
two-
but
yeah,
Snoopy
it
got
was
2
two.
kids with her.
With
3.
Snoopy, your boy?
3?
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, they got 3 kids.
He got 3 of the 5 kids?
Yeah.
He said he didn't realize she was a piece of shit until baby number 2, but then he got another one
That
through?
ain't got nothing. Look, bro,
My
you
man
get
is
your.
wild.
That ain't got nothing to do with you. You ain't approach her. She approached you.
Yeah, but
Do
still.
you think it's worth it though? Does she have followers on OnlyFans?
Oh, if it was worth it, I would for sure do it. I just don't know if it's
Yeah,
worth
yeah,
it. You know,
yeah.
it's
Nah,
like
nah,
she's
nah,
not
nah.
exactly like a super famous porn star. And
Yeah.
I would like to usher her into the game and everything, but if it's going to be some messy shit.
Behind
And also,
it.
I seen her go from blood to Crip to blood. Like, I don't know. It's
That's
like
what girls do. She ain't
that's a
from
girl.
nowhere. That's what girls do. They
she got
like
the
gang
55
members.
and little jewels on her face and shit. I'm like, I don't know
It's
if
a
I really.
costume.
Do I
She took
trust
it
you?
off.
I don't know.
But Snoopy told you at the interview, one thing he did tell us is that she was an infamous clout chaser.
Yeah, I mean, that seems like a safe thing to say.
Yeah, like now it like at first it's like
Bitch, you better go and
just
fuck
said
that white nigga and get that bread. You
Listen,
gonna blow
bro.
up.
Yeah, she did the Crip back thing to get further ahead in the game.
I can
He's
picture
very
somebody talking
viral
to
right
bitch.
now. Y'all got the song, video, all that out,
That fucked me up more.
but she
is
didn't
that-
try to leave him though.
That's what fucked me up, is that you dated Crip Mac and broke his heart, hurt his feelings. Now he's back to fucking fan stitches, as he put it today in the text message
I
to
got
me.
a lot of beautiful fan stitches. He
It's
said.
like, you know, I don't know. She hurt my boy for the clout. I don't know if he was in on the joke. I heard a rumor that the whole thing was fake and that like somebody on Crip Mac's side basically was trying to sign her and manage her, and that like him fake dating her was all part of the plan. But I don't know. Crip Mac seemed like he was genuinely kind of bummed about it.
Even if it was,
Yeah.
he ended up liking that bitch.
Yeah.
She, I ain't gonna. She a cool ass person, bro.
because you got to think of the conversations that they had while they were getting together. The shit that you were telling him, you were a woman of God and you changed. and
She
you
look a
don't
lot
want
better
that.
than Lele cakes too. I'll
For
be
sure,
real with you.
100%. He needs that look.
He calls it fishy cakes.
Damn,
That's
Oh,
grimy.
he was swimming in
That
the
makes
fish though.
I can smell a gross vagina smell when I say that nickname.
Yeah,
like,
I swear to God. Listen, but you were swimming in it. It vibes so good.
you know it's hard. I wouldn't mind tapping in.
Yeah, tap in.
I tapped in with Swifty Blue. I might tap in with Lele cakes.
Hell no.
She got some big ass titties too. Sorry, Crip Mac.
Bring her to the orgy.
Dub's looking at me like,
Just
what the
imagine
fuck?
adding that smell into the fucking orgy.
Nah, you ain't lying. If there was a stinky pussy in the room at the orgy,
Oh, wow.
it would have been like we're playing Clue, trying to figure it out. It would be
Nah,
like playing
niggas would've
Among
found
Us.
Nigga would have
Try-
found it. Nigga
Hold on,
would've
that's
found
your
it.
stinky ass, huh, bitch?
Who's fucking this whole room up right now? Yeah.
Would you call a bitch out on live?
Hell no, no. That's
How,
against the
how,
code.
but how does that happen? Like, do you text like, is this somebody when you text me like, get her out of here? Excuse me, let me.
This
holler
is my
at you.
first orgy, but for sure I would tell one of our employees. I'll be like, hey, listen, you got to tell so and so she got to get the fuck out of there. She's stinking up the orgy room.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But you wouldn't just blast her out. Like,
I
hey, yo,
can't.
pussy stank, bitch.
The same way you can't embarrass a dude for not being able to get hard, you can't embarrass a bitch for smelling bad.
Yeah.
Because it's like that's just
Yeah,
to me that's the porn man's
Hey,
code.
is it me or like, do some porn stars just really stink?
Who you fucking? What you
No,
do?
I'm just saying like, it's,
Stink like vagina?
like they don't wear like they all natural. They don't wear like deodorant
Oh,
and
wow.
shit. Like,
I do know a couple of different like very famous porn stars who do not wear deodorant, and when you see them, you go give them a hug, and you thinking they look so good, and then you just get a little, and you're like, oh right,
we're like,
they're
does
all
that,
natural. I
Yeah.
forgot. Yeah,
is that the all natural shit? Does that help them or something?
I don't think it's like a porn specific thing. I just think they're hippies, and they just think that this is like
All
the cool
natural.
wave to just fucking not wear deodorant. Yeah.
Whoa.
I was
some
in,
white
I was
girl
in
shit,
London,
right?
bro. I
Yeah.
swear to God, we after party.
Oh my
The girl walk in, looked like J-Lo. She got on one of them dresses that like you just have like a shirt, it looked like a dress, and she walking and bouncing and she dancing, and then Pump on her. So he go over there, he slide up on her. He like, hell no. I'm like, what you talking about? So then another nigga get up on her. He walk back like, hell no. I'm like, what you talking about? I walk past her. She's so fucking musty.
Oh, wow.
And this is like, was this Berlin or something? It was wherever that city where it's a big ass like Mercedes-Benz logo floating in the sky. Like it's a big ass one. The homie did this. The homie took his headphones. He said, y'all tripping about a smell? Bro, that bitch got so hot it left, bro. The homie put that motherfucker over his nose like this. It started this.
No, but that is a wild experience. It's like fucking a girl that looks so good and you're so hyped to be getting balls deep in her, but she smells so bad that it's hard to think about. No, but they don't wear deodorant, so they can shower. They're going to smell the same 10 minutes later.
Yeah. As soon as the fucking
Sorry, sweating
soap,
again.
Yeah, as soon as the soap wears off.
And even if I go back in time, honestly, like I remember there was this skater girl that used to kick it at the skate park when I was probably like 22, 23, and everybody be looking at her because she was kind of hot and shit. I remember I got her number, kicked it with her, ended up fucking her with her. This bitch did not wear deodorant. And I thought that like that was just something that I experienced in my grimy ass New York City life when I'm like in my early 20s. And then all of a sudden I'm in my like mid 30s filming porn with like a super hot chick, and she smells just as bad as that girl from the skate park. And I remember just thinking like, this is not right. This is not like how my life is supposed to proceed. You're supposed to clean your body.
Go with the soap. She probably doesn't use it. But one thing I found out about white girls, and I don't know if it's all white girls, but most of the white girls that I date, they wash their body with their hands.
What's wrong with that? You a loofah guy?
You gotta scrub that shit off.
You gotta scrub that shit off.
Your
like,
mama
you
didn't wash you with no hand. Your mama
you gotta at least use a damn washcloth or something.
You know, I started using. I got to shout out AD. AD got me on the loofah. Pause. Yeah. But I never used a loofah my whole life until like 2 years ago.
My wife gets so hot when I use her loofah, but she is always sitting there so fresh. And she'll know because she got sensitive skin. She'll just start breaking out.
Because you didn't
put it like, did you use my loofah again?
So there's something about your skin that fucks her skin up just by being transmitted from the loofah?
She's super sensitive. Her skin is super sensitive. It could be something like she probably just shaved and then she going in there and she washing up. And it's like my loofah, I'll wash up, leave that motherfucker on the floor.
Yeah.
You know, she take her shit, put it on there, rinse it off. She's a very clean. So my shit is a little... not that clean.
My thing about the loofah that I actually find super annoying is that once I'm done using it, I have to like squeeze it like mad times with the water running over it because I don't want to leave it sitting there with hella soap on it.
See, you better than me.
Bro, I just feel like it's gonna grow mold or something if it's sitting there.
I've been to jail, bro.
It'll get wet again.
At a young age, I do like 15, less than that. Like I do quick ass showers, bro.
15 minutes?
Not even that.
I'll do like a 5-minute shower.
No, I'm just saying like probably like 30 seconds, a minute sometimes. Like I can get in there and go balls, ass, hop out.
You ever get the wrong order? Wiping your ass
I don't
on
even,
your face?
I don't know if I hit the face when I'm brushing the teeth. I don't really hit the face in the shower.
You brush your teeth in the shower?
No, I brush my teeth at the sink, and that's when I hit the face.
Really?
Yeah.
How many different things you use on your face? You got a whole routine?
No, hell no. I don't do all that.
Okay.
I just use whatever the soap is. And now I've been heating Equinox, so I've been using a face shit.
Uh-huh. Well, that's cool. No, I used to have that experience where I would be working out at a hotel and the Sofitel in Hollywood. That's where I would work out, is at the gym there. So I'll be able to use their shower right after to take a shower. And I'm just using their soap, their shampoo, and their towels. No concern in the world. I'll be using 2-3 towels. Use one towel just for my balls. It was a beautiful experience. Now I'm off that now. Doing it at my own crib. Actually, my house right now has the worst water of any place I've ever lived. So it's like the nicest house I ever owned or lived in.
The water pressure.
But the water, I gotta fucking
Is it
wait.
the water pressure or it just feels like gritty?
It's good. It just takes 2 or 3 minutes before the water gets hot.
Oh, you need a water heater.
I don't know why, but it's just... It's repulsive.
I got like the new ones. Yeah, I got like 4 of them bitches.
Because, all right, do you have the hard water?
Hard?
There's like hard water and soft water.
I don't think. I don't know.
My girl like got like
hard
a thing.
Hard water makes you ashy, right?
Look at it. Hard water versus soft water. What is soft water? Hard water is water with excess calcium and magnesium, while soft water is free from these harsh materials that can damage your home and body.
Well, how do you do? We don't get to choose, bro. I just get whatever water coming in.
No, but like there's a thing that you can like have a plumber come do to like fuck with your because we used to get water the water would be hot right away, but then she did this thing that switched it over to the soft water, and now it takes like an extra 2 or 3 minutes for it to get hot. But apparently it's a lot better for your skin.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Hey, shit. You gotta wait it out.
I got introduced to this. It's a whole
You
new
got
thing to me.
when you about to take a shit, turn the water on, go take the shit. By the time you come back, it's nice and hot.
Yeah, you
But
just
then-
got to turn the water. Like I ain't gonna lie, the water being quick, I don't even know because nobody hops straight in the shower.
See, I
you
always
turn
try
the
to-
water on, then you do something.
What happens when you have to shit after you got out the shower?
Oh, I hate that's the fucking so I always try to, like, if I have anything brewing in there, I try to get it out right before the shower.
Right before the shower.
No,
I
100%.
hate that shit. Like, what the fuck did I just do?
Okay, so over the weekend, AD did Akademiks' podcast. Now, because he was in New York. I wasn't going to watch it just because I figured it was just going to be more of the same. A couple different people kept mentioning like little things from it that they wanted me to see or whatever, so I ended up watching the full 3-hour podcast. I was a little bit surprised.
The full 3 hour.
3 hours, I know, right? I was a little bit surprised that it was like more positive and less aggressive than the clips that I saw previously, where basically he was in this tiny room with a bunch of goons and they were basically plotting how they were going to murder me. It was a much different energy level, but
They say you snitching.
so
every
I
time you say
appreciated that. The snitching thing is such like a, they're like trying to put attention on the snitching thing and not on the fact that I just called their bluff and let them know that I wasn't worried about it and that I wasn't scared. Because if somebody like does a big piece of content where they basically just talk about how tough they are, and then the target of that energy is basically like, okay, do something.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, well, I just called your bluff. So now all of a sudden your superpower is gone because nobody wants to hear about how fucking tough you are if you're not going to do something
I
about
never
it. You
use
know?
that word, bluff.
Yeah.
What, bluff?
I've
yeah,
never
well,
used that word.
it's a
in my life.
poker thing.
Bluffing.
Yeah. But anyway,
Yeah.
I wrote down a couple of
Sleep.
different notes of
Bluffing.
things that I just wanted to acknowledge from it. My first note, this is what I wrote down. I'm just going to read it. Axe seems to think that AD was brought in to protect me. Bricc Baby, you can vouch that. Like, have I ever had a conversation with you where I was like, oh, I need you here to basically make sure that people are going to leave me alone? That was never a part of
We
why I
never-
brought AD
we-
around.
We never even.
We've never had that
not
conversation,
to
right?
Date. Not
No.
to today
What-
at all.
what
That
about
we
you?
Never,
You from out here? I'm fine. I'm doing good on my own. And I never needed somebody like, I don't think there's ever been a time where I like called. There have been situations like the milk situation where AD went and talked to him outside the fucking office or whatever. But in general, I never, of all the gangster ass fools that came through No Jumper over the years, I never had a conversation with any of them of being like, can you protect me in this
Yeah.
situation? Like, I've
Yeah.
always been able to deal with my own shit,
Yeah.
even if, you know, me probably calling the cops would be like where I would end up. How I would end up doing.
Yeah, but
I
you
never
don't
have,
want-
have
you
done
don't
that,
want-
but like, you know,
don't want a
I-
motherfucker thinking that you need him. You're a man, so you never.
Yeah, because we live in LA, extortion fucking capital of the universe. The last thing that I
Once
want
you ask for
is
a
for
favor
somebody to
from
think that I
somebody-
owe them a favor like
Oh
that,
my
you know?
God. Oh my God.
So
Talk
so
about it.
Ack needs to understand that because I think there was one time where Ack came through and he was like astonished because there was a few, like in his words, there was a ton of gang members there. I don't know like who was there. I don't fucking remember, but I'm pretty sure it was like a couple of AD's friends who were like sitting around that Ack looks at him and thinks like, oh, it's a big black guy. He's probably a gang member, whatever. Like, but that was never like No Jumper, the old spot. It was not like overrun with fucking gang members everywhere. That was never.
Yeah.
That's not the arena that we're trying to cultivate. We do content, but everybody who's hanging out here is either a host or a friend of a host or a guest that's coming through. Like this is
Yeah.
not the fucking crip hangout like that. And if anybody was trying to make it that would not be the direction that we're really trying to go. So that's my first note.
I don't know how many Crips coming out here to hang out.
Niggas
Just
not
to
driving
turn
through
back
motherfucking
around.
over here. I live over here and I don't drive through over here, bro. I be scared to death, bro. They do not fuck with you,
Nigga
bro.
is
They
trying to
do
get
fuck. I mean,
right
they
off
fuck
the
with you.
freeway to where he going.
Bruh, I will take the freeway the long route just so I don't have to drive through this
The street.
motherfucker, bro. They be so thirsty.
I swear to God.
You see me before. It's me.
Yeah, all right. My next note, I wrote, there's a fake narrative that is kind of getting pushed on this episode of the podcast. And I don't know how many people are going to actually watch this podcast. So I don't know like to what extent this is actually like clarifying anything for anyone. But there is like a fake narrative that they were both kind of pushing in which I never apologized to House Phone for the outing that took place on the channel. I reject that. I actually apologized many, many times. It never really felt like anyone gave a shit. Like nobody really like gave me credit for apologizing, or nobody wanted to have that conversation, because the whole thing is that when I was apologizing for that shit, you got to remember there was a lot of like blatant lies being thrown at me at the same time. So it was a situation where I kind of had to say like, listen, I am sorry, but also this, and this that you just said about me are not true. So apparently
you never took time.
The apology does not count. Yeah, the apology doesn't count if you also are clarifying that there were untrue things being said for some reason. So I just wanted to clarify that for the first part. And okay, I wrote this down as well. I wrote a lot of the answers that AD gave were basically just him explaining how loyal he is. The problem is that he never gives an explanation for why he became disloyal to me. He started a new channel and decided that he was now loyal to those other guys that he started the channel with. But that's not really how loyalty works. If he was loyal, he would have communicated with me instead of just bouncing and trashing me on the way out. And I just say that because it seems like so many of the questions that Ak gave him, the answer was basically like, well, this is how loyal I am. I'm so loyal. Look at me. I'm incredibly loyal. Now, I understand that like that's an important part of his self-image, but when you look at the way that they actually left No Jumper, to call that loyal is kind of baffling to me, especially since this is somebody that I was on the phone with, you know, weeks before they actually ended up leaving, where we were having the conversation of him telling me, hey, even if this shit doesn't work out, I'm going to still rock with you. I'm never going to disrespect you. I'm going to hold you down, etc. Now, to be fair, AD could have been worse with it. For sure, there was other people who left who ended up being worse with the disrespect and the disloyalty. But, I mean, he did sort of craft this whole entire fake bullshit narrative about me talking behind his back or whatever. The idea that he's still acting as if he was so loyal throughout all that, to me, is just like, I wish that Ak had just pushed him a little bit harder on that, because the truth is that they dipped out as soon as they thought that it was financially advantageous for them to leave. The idea that is loyal, that's not the definition of loyalty. Loyalty is like holding somebody down regardless. Yeah. The way he keeps coming back to like talking about how loyal he is to me was just like kind of mind-blowing, and Ak shouldn't have let him get away with it, but whatever. All right, and then here is my other note I wrote, at around the 42-minute mark, Ak breaks down my dilemma perfectly, which is the dilemma that he's describing is basically these other guys have their own channels. So I'm in the position where I'm realizing that I'm paying them and they're also making all this content and doing all this stuff on their own, which is cool. I don't want to look like a hater, but at the same time, it's pretty obvious that I'm basically like paying these dudes to make content on their own platform and I'm not participating in it in any way. And it's a very tricky situation because you don't want to look like a hater by being like, hey, you guys can't do this anymore or whatever. Like that would not have gone over well. I should probably just be reading from my notes. But AD's response when Ak breaks down that dynamic is he says that the only thing that I needed to do was be transparent. That's what the word he says, just transparent. To me, when I was transparent was when I called AD and I said, hey, I don't think things are really working out on the Tuesday show between me and you. I think that it would probably be better for our friendship in the long run, blah, blah, blah. I thought about that conversation for like 2 months before I had that conversation with him. And the truth is that I wanted to be transparent. I wanted to be clear with him and stuff. I let the shit build up a little bit for too long because I actually really did recognize and respect the contribution that he had to the brand. But the idea that transparency would have made things better is just kind of like crazy. Like transparency is just having the conversation. AD's like in denial about the fact that I did have a lot of conversations with him about the fact that the content was not really going the way that I was expecting it to go. And it felt very low energy.
So do you feel like they should have discussed the Figgmunity situation with you and you would have probably helped them with their venture or?
Well, okay. So Ak in that conversation says, what if Adam came to you and said that he wasn't comfortable with them doing their best content on their own platform / building competitors for No Jumper? And AD's response to that was, if Adam had said that, I would have switched up my whole business model. Now, I have to ask the fans out there, anyone who's watching No Jumper during that whole time period when Back on Fig and Community were first really like taking hold or whatever, does anyone watching this seriously believe that if I had gone to AD and said, hey, I think you guys doing the community thing and talking about drama on No Jumper and all the beef and everything, I really don't appreciate that. I don't think it's good. Like it's making things weird for me. Does anybody seriously believe that he would have just switched the business model up? I don't think anybody believes that. Now, Ak kind of let him get away with it in the context of the conversation, which to me was kind of crazy.
Well, this is what I'm saying. If you would have had the conversation with him, did you ever have a conversation with him about you being uncomfortable about the beef getting leaked in any type of form or fashion?
Well, that was the whole thing. Is I had that conversation with him about I'm going to take you off the Tuesday show, and then I told Lush that I had just had that conversation. Lush told a bunch of people in the Discord like that night.
Yeah.
So then AD finds out before it even becomes public. He finds out from the Discord that other people knew about it. And I understand that he was upset and angry about that, which is fair because like that is a really weird way for you to, you know, for the public to kind of find out about that. But at the same time, I mean, it was also kind of like a bullshit narrative because he said that I was talking behind his back because I told the other co-host on the show that I was making this move. Now, I don't want to like totally just rehash this over and over because people have already heard this a million times. But the other thing that kind of pissed me off is just the idea of me, because like, you know what set all this off is that I said, you need money to go to war. That's what caused them to basically go on this whole tough guy arc and just talk about they're going to fuck me up, all this shit. When I said that, does anybody in their right mind think that what I was referring to when I said you need money to go to war, does anyone think that I was referring to like a street war? Obviously, I was talking about the content. Yeah. And when I say war, I basically meant two different businesses fighting for a similar audience and to do the best content possible. I was not saying, oh, I'm going to fucking do something violent or I'm expecting other people to go to violent.
I don't even see that.
Nobody in their right mind would ever take it that way. They chose to take it that way, which I thought was just like a ridiculous diversion in the first place.
I would have took you like, you money to go to war. Oh, this nigga calling me broke.
There's a lot of ways to go to
war.
But
I'm not going to take it as,
nobody.
Like you trying to really go to war.
I'm not somebody that has ever
suggested gang and type shit to even
I've
be
never
talking
put
about
myself
no
out there
like
like that as if I wanted to do anything violent to anybody. That's never been how I've been trying to fix problems or how I've been trying to get through situations, right?
In the midst of y'all falling out, that being tweeted or text or whatever the fuck it was, it might have been kind of like too early to even talk about competition when people are really you know what I mean, don't know where they're going to turn to for their next dollar or whatever the case is, and then you shedding the light on that they need money to go to war. That might be where they took it. Yeah, I mean, like, I know they didn't take it as no fucking option. But
they
like
were offended by the
broke.
idea of me basically saying that they were making less money from Figgmunity than they were making from No Jumper, which is obvious. It's incredibly clear. That's one thing that, like, because AD admitted that on the Act podcast. And to me, that was the only thing that I said that should have been controversial in any way. And they're talking about me as if I'm just popping my shit, as if I just went crazy and lost my mind and decided that I wanted to just tear into everybody and I was just going psycho. I hadn't done interviews since they left. I didn't do any interviews. And then I go on Bootleg Kev, he asked me about it. That was my first time of anybody asking me about it, so I kept it real.
Didn't they all go on there too?
On Bootleg Kev? They went on Bootleg Kev like the moment that they left, which is like, to me, if I'm AD and I get an Akademiks interview, I mean, he's basically talking about me for 3 hours. It's like, to me, that's a weird move. Like, it would be great if he did a piece of content like that and talked about all the things that they have going on with their business and stuff. The thing is that they haven't really done anything. They do one podcast a week, and now they're proposing that they're going to do a foot race. So to me, it's like there's not a lot to talk about in terms of what they're doing on their shared platform. So they're still talking about me. The whole thing, and I don't blame Act for doing it because it's kind of like the only thing to talk about, but they're basically psychoanalyzing me on this interview for 3 hours. It's just kind of trippy because if I were them, I would want to be doing content that moves past the Adam 22
but do you
era.
think that everybody's really on their like independent bag? Because I see that they're putting more energy into back on Fig and community and not Figgmunity.
Exactly. Because why would they put energy into the shared platform when they know that they could probably do better numbers on their own individual platforms? Like, what made me realize that they were really in a weird spot was when I saw a clip of TRell talking to Duno, and he said to Duno, he's kind of getting on Duno's ass, like, you need to be doing vlogs. Why are you not doing vlogs? Yada, yada. And I get what he's saying, because if Figgmunity is going to be as dope as No Jumper, they're going to need like a lot of different types of content, not just them going and doing one episode per week, whatever. But Duno does vlogs on his own channel. Like, he does vlogs all the time on his own channel. So if he does have a good idea for a vlog, is he going to go and put it on the Figgmunity channel, or is he going to put it on his own platform where it'll probably do better and he gets to keep 100% of the money that it makes in the long run?
Exactly.
Why would Duno do that? They're just not like properly aligned. Or even TRell's doing a morning show now, right? On back on Fig.
Yeah.
So they already have the news on Figgmunity, and then now he's starting a morning show on his channel that basically completely competes with it. But why would, like, if TRell is smart, why would he create more content on the Figgmunity thing and have to split it with everybody else when he can probably do just as many numbers, if not more, on his own platform? It just doesn't really make sense. So, like, that's all that I like. That's why I'm not worried about it.
You're just saying Figgmunity, but I heard that they got on their own. They got some cool sponsors or whatever. Where
they probably do, but the thing is that
but not off of Figgmunity.
Everything that they're doing on their individual channels was already stuff that they were able to do while they were on No Jumper.
Oh yeah,
you know, like I let them do that during it, so they didn't leave No Jumper to just do their own channels. They left No Jumper to do the Figgmunity World channel, which to this date is like one live stream a week, which is, to me, like, I don't really see how that's going to become like this big crazy thing, you know?
Yeah.
And do I have any other notes? I said, this is like overall, like the narrative that comes out of these guys' mouths has changed so much, because on the way out, they were just basically dancing on my grave and acting as if I was fucking done. Like, they said that multiple times. People can create a fucking compilation of it, of them acting like No Jumper was a sinking ship. That is a direct quote.
On this or before?
Before, like, or once they left, but not like in recent memory, because now their whole narrative has shifted to, oh, well, we're just getting started, so the fact that we're even doing like similar numbers, or that we have cool numbers on our channel, like that's a big, accomplishment on our part and stuff. When did that narrative change? Because when you guys left, it was, look how good our numbers are doing, No Jumper is dead. That's all I'm saying, is that the narratives change, the goalposts get moved, and then everybody acts like this is the same thing they've been saying all along. So then they get mad at me for doing one interview with Bootleg Kev where they actually asked me how I felt like those guys were doing financially or whatever in comparison to when they were at No Jumper, and I gave a very logical answer, which is that I thought that they were definitely making more on No Jumper, and as a result, they threatened to kill me. And I called the bluff, and I said, "What? Like, do it. I don't fucking care." So that's the whole story of this whole thing, and the tone has changed so much. Like, they literally did a stream where they were basically plotting my death, and then they did another stream 2 days later where they were basically like, "Oh man, we don't want any problems. Like, why is everybody acting like we on some tough guy shit? Yada yada." I was like, "No, that's literally what you said 2 days before." The fact that people can just sit there and say one thing and then say a completely different thing like 2 days later on the same exact live stream is kind of mind blowing. That there's like no effort at being consistent in any way. It's just kind of mind blowing to me. That being said, when I watched it, I did kind of like get a feeling of like, damn, like AD is a cool guy. Like, I really don't think that he's a bad dude or anything. I just think that he got some bad business advice at a certain point from some managerial people in his life. And, he made a mistake, and he might not realize it's a mistake until some period of time from now. But I don't know. It's like, I'm not mad at him, basically. When I watched that, as much as I wanted to clarify the record about a few different things that were said, it also kind of reminded me of why we got along in the first place, which at a certain point when we had been podcasting together and I was just getting mad at him every week about, just being lazy as fuck and not bringing anything to the podcast. I don't feel that way anymore because I've been able to just kind of move on and everything. But I don't know. At the same time, when I did watch the podcast in its entirety, it's like, okay, even though I wish that you had kind of kept it realer with me and that we had been able to work things out together at the same time, I feel you. I understand. He wanted to do his own thing.
Yeah.
You got to respect that.
He spread his wings. That's what we call it. When you go with your own play.
Adam, don't
win,
cry.
lose,
Adam,
draw.
don't cry.
I'm not going to cry. I was about to. No. you said spread his wings, and I was about to say, he spread his butthole too. But then I remember, like, you're not here anymore. I can't make any gay jokes. That's a little weird. But all right. So, yeah. And then I was thinking, I'm going to say something about spreading my butt cheeks. And I was like, no, that's weird too. I'm not going to do that, yeah.
I'm glad you thought about it.
I
thought about it. But then I actually did say it right there. So
that's weirder than Spiky D.
I got my Spiky D on. Anyway, that probably unnecessary, but those are my notes that I took from watching that piece of content. If I was truly thirsty, I would be filming a reaction video right now instead of just mentioning it real quick on the podcast. Shout out to Remo.
Reactions went crazy.
Splitting swishers in the office.
He's still smoking Optimos, guys.
That's an Optimo?
What's that, a White Owl? A Dutch.
He got a Dutch in here. You going to wrap the other leaf around it? You don't do that?
I
I
got
need a
you.
loose leaf.
We got loose leaf.
You need a mango. You want to take a mango? You want to get hard? Anyway,
Walking around with a clip in his pants.
that was all
I'm
I had to say
taking a
about that.
gang of them motherfuckers tonight. I'm about to OD.
Are you? You mix those with the perks, you're going to be in trouble.
I'm about to OD out the mango.
What else we got
He
to
was
talk about?
unconscious, but it was still
That
standing up.
damn Alabama. Goddamn Alabama.
You like that? That was a good time.
It was a good time.
He said,
Did you
he
enjoy
said-
it? Did
he
you
said-
enjoy it or did you not?
I didn't. I enjoyed it as like a regular fight, and then I started reading everybody talking about it, and I'm like, oh, this is being interpreted as a race war.
Yeah.
Like people are going to make content
Really?
about it as a
Yes.
race war.
That type
Which-
of
Off
shit
a lot of
happens.
chairs.
When I first watched it, I didn't think about it from a racial perspective, but now
Me
when I
neither.
watch it, I can't help but think about it
I
like
ain't
that.
gonna hold you. The first time I didn't think of it, then when I was like, oh, that's Alabama, because I didn't know where they was at. I'm like, water, they probably on the West Coast. That happened in LA, that shit was just a squabble.
Yeah.
Like, but Alabama, then it's like y'all packed him out. Then it was motherfuckers swimming. I said, oh no, this is a movement right here. I'm like, oh wow. But
I had to watch it a few times
don't
to
know
really
what
get the
words.
Because there's a
feel.
lot of angles too.
Yeah, so
there's
you
a
got-
7-minute version.
Somebody then I watched one person, they broke it down, and I seen it like he's a security
Well,
guard. I didn't know that at first either. And
he
then
was a security.
He was people
worker.
that haven't watched it. It was a security guard that was working trying to get somebody to move their boat. They didn't want to move their boat. The security guard kept telling them, "You have to move your boat." They came out of nowhere, socked the dude. Some dude jumped.
But
through
we
there.
don't know what type of words were being exchanged either, because that lady getting hit in the head, it had to be some N words being exchanged, because you're not just hitting a woman in the head without.
Yeah,
no,
what did she do? Because that's the one thing that I thought was kind of grimy, and the whole thing is like, you really gonna take a folding chair to the head of this old ass white
She
woman?
had
Like,
to
what
be-
did she do
she
to
was
deserve
going-
it?
Oh, did
you
y'all
know
do the
she was
research?
going
She's on the
nigga
white
crazy.
side.
Did y'all
She
do the
was going
research?
nigga crazy.
What
She
research?
had to
That
be going
one of the
nigga crazy.
dudes owned some restaurant or something up the street.
A
and
black
it's,
guy or white guy?
The white guy.
Okay.
One of the white guys owned a restaurant. And if you look through his comments, the place is very racist. He said people say they go there, feel like they're gonna get hung. Like, and this is the owner of the restaurant.
And
Who-
this is
and this is the guy
those
that took
comments
the-
existed before.
Before, yes.
Really?
And that's the guy that took the first hit at the security guard.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. And they were illegally docking their
I
boat.
said they were Klansmen. I said it. Whoa.
I would like to know that.
Come on.
Yeah.
It's Alabama,
wanna jump to
bro. It's
conclusions.
I mean, not
Alabama.
Klansmen, but you know what I
They're
mean.
just like say, oh, I think that.
hella rebelled out white boys. How about that?
And you
Can
gotta
you be
you
a
gotta
hella-
understand they was right
You
there
can
doing
speak
that.
right
They
there.
was
God
doing that
damn.
with
I
all
just-
of the people there.
I
They
just
knew
don't
all
want to
the
make a
people was
bunch of
there.
assumptions about them being this or that when I feel like
Boy,
there's
you gonna
probably
move,
still
I
a
ain't
lot of
moving
information
shit.
to come out.
He said that he seen the statements. That's enough.
What statements?
He said he seen that they said that the restaurant was racist.
Oh,
So
the,
if
the,
that,
the
if
reviews.
the,
on
if the
yeah.
reviews are racist, and this is the owner,
And then, bro, you gotta look at all that.
if
shit,
it's
bro.
giving hang me vibes, in
Yeah,
that
they
motherfucker,
they
that's
say
what I'm
stuff
saying.
like this, giving hang me vibes.
What are those vibes like?
I think you walking in, a lot of pale faces, no smiles when they
no
see you.
smiles.
Sounds like
Set
no
your
jumper.
cup down. What you want? Y'all don't never know what y'all want, do y'all?
Yeah, when they get to using y'all
You ever walk into a restaurant and get that vibe?
in
Like,
the South.
I'm not wanted here.
I did in East Sacramento. I mean West Sacramento.
Really?
Yeah, it's a fucking Motel 6 in West Sacramento, right? I was staying there when I was 19. I was going up there to get some weed and shit.
Uh-huh.
Oh, that's
And I
where the
went to a
farmers at.
fucking diner right there, and I was eating, but I didn't know shit like this exists in California because I'm from LA. So it's like we can eat anywhere. It's like, so I walk in, and it's like white girl with the shaved off sides with the fucking tattoos and shit. Boom. Then it's like an older white lady, but it's a black girl working there. So it fucked me up. It's like one black girl working there. So it was a dude with some boots on, fucking overalls crossed down there. You know what I mean? Like real. So we sitting right there. They black boots. They was kind of golfed out. He was like, "Why the fuck did you sit us next to them?" And we eating. We like, "Who the fuck is them?" Looking around like he got opposite here. Yeah, like cuz boom. He's like, you guys are always fucking loud. We like, hey, nigga, I know you not talking to us. He go for it.
Wait,
He
swing on you?
Steal. What?
What?
We hit him with the napkin holder. Blow, nigga. I'm poking him with the fork. We in there locking. Swear to God.
Wow.
We go at that motherfucker.
In
go
California.
Crazy. In California.
See, the world has not changed as much as we would like to think.
This was like 06, 07.
Bro, but it be some of
it's
them
still the
spots.
same
I
type
bet
of
that
shit.
spot is still like
No,
that.
some of them spots is like it's so out away from everything, it doesn't change.
Yeah.
Like that stays the same. It's not nothing like they raising the next generation to be just like it, and they living in this neighborhood, you know. So
That shit was crazy.
you try to stay away from them spots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My main recollection of being racially discriminated against, I was with this girl, and we went into a random bar in Austin, and we ordered beers. And then as we order, I realized, like, oh, this is like a Mexican bar. Like, they don't want us here. And fucking this bitch charged us like $6 each beer. And then I see some guy come right in, and I'm paying very close attention to how much he's paying for his beer.
$3.
It's like $2, $3 for his beer. And I tell the girl I'm with, I'm like, you see that? They charge this motherfucker like a third of what they charged us. And I wasn't even mad about it or anything. I was like, I understand. But in that moment, I was like, okay, they don't want me here.
Yeah, they don't want you here at all.
It's fucked up. I should be respected and appreciated in this random Mexican bar.
For sure.
They don't give a fuck. You go to a soul food spot, see how they treat you.
Let me ask you something. How familiar are you guys with Reason?
I'm not familiar with Reason.
I seen that name. I never heard it.
He signed the TDE though, right?
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I had never heard him before either.
I just seen something on Apple.
I just would always see the name of, like, this is one of the guys on TD. Is
My
Reason.
old best friend, like
Where's
one
he
of
from?
my
He's
white
from out here,
boys,
though?
James Mackle, he used to live with me. He's my cameraman too. But I think he does all the content for Reason though. I think that's where, when we was talking, I was trying to figure out where I heard that name.
He's from out here though, right?
That's Reason?
He's
Robert
from
Lee
Carson.
Yeah, Carson.
Born in Carson.
Oh yeah, Tone just told us that.
Okay. Tone was telling you that?
Yeah.
What the fuck? Anyway,
'Cause
so
we was
did
talking,
you see the clip?
about it out there.
You see the clip I sent?
I didn't see the clip.
So
I
basically,
seen part of it.
he went on back on Fig,
Yeah.
and they're talking to him about being on TDE and everything, and he's basically saying that, you know, I didn't see what he said about them to anger them, but he's basically talking about how being on TDE kind of weak. You know, he's not allowed to release music at the pace that he wants. He
What'd I
doesn't feel
say?
like he's got
I didn't
support.
I didn't even have. That's crazy.
What?
Go ahead.
That you just knew he was going to be
I
unhappy
knew
with the
it
label?
was about the releasing the music. What I say
Well,
outside?
because he has an album coming out Friday.
That's crazy.
And some people are speculating that this could all be pre-planned shit to market
For
the album,
yeah.
which it did have that effect on me because I went to his album and listened to the two songs that are already out.
Yeah.
But anyway, so the president of TDE, and I'm so not like a TDE groupie, like I just have never
Is
really.
it Moose?
Musa,
Yeah,
yes.
I think that's Top Son.
I don't know any of these people. Like
Yeah.
I've just never really like paid super crazy
I
attention
just
to
know him
TDE.
for moving around.
It's a viral, or it's a blind spot for me that I like haven't paid close enough attention to what's going on with all that and stuff. But the dude Musa calls in and starts going off on Reason, and he tries to tell TRell and Mac Wap, he tries to tell him, hey, name 3 Reason songs. They can't do it. He starts out with 10. He goes, name 10 Reason songs. They can't do it. He says, name 3. They can't do it.
One dude
I'm like,
said, one day
this
said
is
for
rough.
sure I can't. He said do it.
Yeah. That was rough. I mean, let's be real. Like, even a lot of my favorite
yeah,
rappers,
I don't know.
I don't
if
think I
that's
could name
fucking-
10 songs from
it-
them.
I mean, is that good marketing?
I listen to King Von all the time. I don't know if I could, maybe I could name 10 songs, but it's like, I'm not really paying attention to the
To the
song
name,
names like that,
yeah.
right? You just
Yeah.
play it in the car. I'm
But
not
you
paying
still
attention.
can rap a little part of it. Like
Oh, I can
do
rap
know the
along
one,
to it,
like,
but I don't know the name of it.
But yeah, but you be like, nigga, I don't know the name, but you know, woo, woo, woo.
Yeah, if
can
you could
still
like
do that.
imitate
you
the
can't
beat,
do that. Yeah,
that
you
counts.
can't do that with Reason. You know
Anyway.
what I'm saying?
He's going off on him basically, like, and he even tells him. So Dave Free is one of the other main guys from fucking TDE or whatever, and he
yeah.
tells him, he says, And I never heard like the president of a label say something like this about one of the artists assigned to him, but he tells him, hey, Dave didn't want to sign you in the first place because he said you rap like a substitute teacher. I mean, what the fuck are we talking about? This is not.
Oh, and that's the president. That was
I've
doing
always
all the
thought of
talking?
TDE as like having like a very tight knit thing going on where you don't hear them talk
no
shit.
controversy. Yeah.
Kendrick leaves, you never hear any like.
But it's always
shit
been a
talking
problem
about it.
on the low about the order in which they release, and they do a whole fucking Absol. I did Absol ever come out with some shit about him not being able to drop while he was on TD?
Did he? I don't know if he ever did.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know, but it's a rotation. It'll go fucking Schoolboy, Kendrick, J-Rock, like, and it only happens every few years. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, but
like,
look at this.
any artist on there but SZA.
Absol expressed frustration at TDE and said he was tired of being put on the back burner compared to other artists on the roster. So apparently, yeah, a bunch of people on
So without me even knowing,
but that was
watching
2016.
that's what I'm saying. This is before I went to jail. So that's what I'm like, me not even knowing what transpired in the clip. I'm like, I bet you, me outside, I was telling Dub, like, I bet you it was about fucking the releasing the music, like, because they don't let you just release. It's like in an orderly fashion, and they're sticking to that.
But
They're
think
old
about how
school.
annoying it must be to run a label and you got artists that you sign. Like, you know, the reason I don't know him as a dude. He was kind of taking shots at No Jumper or whatever in that interview or whatever. I don't care about that. But like, clearly the label does not have confidence that his project is going to move, that it's going to actually like be profitable.
Yeah.
But then at the same time, they got him under contract. So it's like he wants to drop, they don't want to drop. And it's just this constant battle, you know, whereas I compare it to like this, where it's like we literally just make content every week. It just comes out. There's no 3-4 year wait to put something out, you know? And then meanwhile, the label is expecting him to make himself hot. And like they're expecting him to do that basically with no budget.
Yeah.
Like how the
fuck
like, what
am
is he
gonna
going to do?
I
What's he
can't
gonna
drop
do?
music. It's just like I got to sit
The label
back.
too not trying to take it.
They gotta go. You gotta get into an argument.
And
I
he's
mean, what
even-
else can you do but some controversial shit? At
He's
that
talking
point?
about shit like, oh, like he had an ESTG feature ready to go at some point or whatever.
They
and
didn't wanna
they
pay.
wouldn't clear. They didn't want to pay for it, whatever. And it's like, imagine how fucking frustrating that is. To me, it's like if you're going to be the president of the label and you're willing to call in and let this fool know that he's trash and you don't fuck with him, I mean, at that point, shouldn't you just let him out the contract? Just let him
At
go
that
do his
point,
thing.
yeah.
Because I listened to the 2 songs off the album. If I was the president of TDE, I would probably feel sort of like the dude Musa felt, which is basically like the rapping is cool.
Your shit was trash.
It's all right, but it's not like, would I expect it to really make noise if you drop this project? Not really. Like, to me, it's just not really. I don't really see people gravitating towards it. To me, if they're not letting him put the projects out,
You're
it's
nice
like,
about that.
haven't listened to it. I understand why, because this is not really like the substitute teacher thing. It did have a little bit of the substitute teacher type vibe.
Who is he subbing for?
It's more like a character, you know. I don't know. It's not.
It's just a throw off. Like, it's just hella throw off, basically.
I don't know. I mean, I feel for everybody involved in this situation, but I just
No, because I thought he was like a knockoff Kendrick or something. I ain't never heard him, so it's like, are you
wouldn't say
subbing for
that.
Kendrick? Like,
But I mean, I feel like anybody on TDE, like best case scenario, what's the benefit of being on TDE is that there are like TDE fans that are gonna pay attention to you, even if they would not
but you
normally
still
pay
gotta
attention
drop.
to you.
You have to drop more than Kendrick because that recipe is a recipe for somebody that they're anticipating on dropping. Like, everybody's waiting for Kendrick. They're not waiting on.
But does that even
What's
matter
what are we
anymore?
talking about? What's
Reason.
Reason.
But does
They're
that
not
even matter
waiting on
anymore when
Reason.
Kendrick's not even on the label? So it's like if you are a Kendrick super fan, the odds of you really checking for TDE
But they
artists
still
now
run
is
it,
probably
yeah.
not really that
Because
significant.
it's like
Kendrick
what
not
they
from
got.
TD?
No, he left.
got his own shit.
Yeah, he did his own thing.
Uh,
Didn't drop for 5
SZA
years and then did.
SZA,
Yeah.
she's holding the label down, right?
I don't know if SZA's fan base is like checking
For
for
no
all the
rappers,
other
yeah,
artists
no,
on
I'm
TDE.
just saying,
I don't
that's
think that
who-
they really have that
that's who's-
cohesive
I
thing,
mean,
you
that's
know,
where
at a
the
certain
energy's
point.
going,
I
right?
seen her at
They say
what's her
J-Rock about to drop. I mean, yeah.
I mean, I listen to J-Rock before a good amount, so that
Yeah.
is something that I would probably naturally tune into. I mean,
Just to check on him.
you think
J-Rock
Reason's gonna be
is-
sad
is
when he realizes
dated.
that none of us knew about his music?
I mean, shit, he can't be sad because he ain't been dropping. And it's really hard. You got to be dope. Like, to my kids or something for me to listen to you. The young niggas got to come around playing your shit for me to get to it. I'm not going to
like
hear
that,
it no other
like
way.
that Rollo.
Yeah.
That motherfucker bang.
Yeah.
Rallo Rodriguez.
Yeah, Rallo shit.
You're a
bang.
huge
He
fan of
finally
him?
broke.
I fuck with him. V shit bang, and these are things that you're gonna see these youngsters rolling around. Because when I
Yeah.
put the captions, the kids already know what it is. It's like, oh yeah, you know what I mean. But that's the shit they
Like,
listening to
unfortunately,
right now. I'm
my
listening
daughter's
to-
like super tapped in with the rap, so it's like,
for
Really?
sure, for sure.
I
a
just
Reason
let her
fan?
throw it up. I don't. You gotta text her that. I'll text her and see.
You gotta do a little research.
I'm wondering, like, okay, when's the last time he did an interview? Am I just missing it that he's doing hella coverage?
They want him to vlog every day or something. If you not letting me drop music, what are we talking about? I need to be dropping. At least let me drop some mixtape shit.
The shadow of TDE.
I would have just been dropping shit on YouTube. Like,
Yeah,
fuck
no.
it.
He was on Breakfast
Shout
Club.
out my boy
2 years ago?
Rayvon.
It's hard to
That was
search for his
paid.
shit.
That was paid.
Oh man, look at that. He did a Hot 97 interview 4 days ago, 6,000 views. That's rough.
With Joe Budden.
No, he's talking about Joe Budden because I think he went on Joe Budden's shit and had some choice words for TDE at a certain point too, like on the Joe Budden shit.
Said the real reason.
Oh yeah, look at that. Bootleg Kev had him on 2 years ago, 18K.
18K.
Yeah, it's not looking too great. But honestly, this is probably like the best
That's what
thing.
my shit used
could
to
happen
do
to
back
him.
in the day.
Getting
How
into
many
this-
followers does he have on Insta?
Let's find out. We're gonna search it up. The thing I noticed too when I was listening to the 2 songs that are out on this current project, he has 169,000 followers on the gram.
Oh, he did from the block.
Yeah, he did the From the Block. I'm trying to do a From the Block. But he be repping TD hella hard. Like he mentions them fucking constantly on those songs I was listening to and stuff. But yeah, see, like him and Joe Budden posted up here standing on the fucking patio. Why Joe Budden's pants so big?
That's what they doing right now.
Oh, they did a collab
with the
post.
big red boots.
See, this is what we gotta start doing. We ain't doing enough collab posts. And now you can do a 3-way collab post.
Yo,
That shit's taking over.
yo.
What?
That 3-way collab post sounds crazy.
He knows G Herbo. Who else is in this photo? I don't know what the fuck I'm looking at. Anyway.
So if a nigga take a picture of somebody
Yeah,
you know,
come
it's
on,
like,
Adam.
God damn.
Come on, Adam. Come on.
Hey, I'm looking at
You
his
gotta
gram.
at
I'm
least
just
like
trying to
the
find
picture
things
under.
worth
You
mentioning.
gotta
I
like
mean-
it or
Yo, why you got a
something.
porno tape right
I
here?
mean, like if you go on somebody's page, like Lil Baby page, and you just see Dub randomly in the background of a picture, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
I'm gonna
But
notice it.
Yeah,
I'm not
say-
saying that him taking a photo with G
But
Herbo defines his
still
entire life.
honestly don't even let you know if I know him or not because I'm in the background of a picture. Like,
Nah, but all right. Are you at the point in your life where you see G Herbo and you take a photo with him?
Is
Like,
that Travis Scott right there?
are you just posting the photo, or is it too? Were you talking about the back of Travis Scott's head?
that's
yeah,
so
I
funny.
think.
No, that's ATL Jacob.
Oh,
Damn, you really trying to spot Travis Scott's the back of his head? Huh?
I just thought it was. Don't it look like a Travis? You thought it was too.
I think he got the Make America Hard Again hat on. Nah, but like, all right. So, are you at the point in your life where you meet a big celebrity and you take a picture with him and you gonna post it?
What do you, not meet? I don't know. It depends.
It's different for you because most of the time when you see with someone, it's probably gonna be like at your store or some shit. Where it's like that's if you post a photo, it's like you're
funny
supporting
thing you
your
said,
store,
G
right?
Herbo, when I was over there, I'm with V's. I'm about to take a picture with V's. I'm like, hey, Herbo, hop in this.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
If I just meet you and we somewhere where we taking pictures, like, all right, I just met you and we at a function and I just want to show that I'm at the function. All right, I'll take it because I don't know you. But 9 times out of 10, the people that I know that's over here, I'm not even talking about a camera while we there.
But I take pictures
We over
with
there
the
getting
people
high
I
and
interview.
shit, like,
I don't take pictures.
You
I don't
know?
ask for pictures for people that's like probably like I wouldn't even say age, just kind of like neck and neck with me. So like, let's say if I see a young kid that's like a popping star and he coming in there, hey bro, I fuck with your shit. Come here, let me get you some drip. Let's flick it up. You know, if I see an older dude that I used to listen to when I was broke, like when I see Boosie, man, I've been trying to put some money in your pocket. Come over here, let's flick it up, Boosie. But then it'd be like some people where it's like, if I see like some niggas, they might be NBA players, or like I see another like certain whatever, and they like, I'm like, I'm about to try to flick it up.
If
So
you went to an event and you saw Jadakiss, would you take a picture with him?
if you know who I am, kind of.
What if he has no clue? It's just a straight fan photo on your part.
Yeah.
I would probably do it.
Yeah, I said yeah.
too.
Especially if we were like hanging out, having a little
for
conversation.
sure.
I'm not gonna wait in a line to take a
No,
picture
no,
with
no,
you
no,
real
no,
quick.
no.
You know,
Be right there.
But
Also-
I did it with Kanye too. Like,
I'm
I didn't know
aware-
'cause I just see people like Kanye taking pics. I'm like, for sure about to get a picture.
like I'm aware. Like I feel like a meme. So it's like if I saw NBA YoungBoy or if I saw Gunna,
He not taking pics.
okay, but if I could, I would take a picture of them because to
Makonnen.
me, it's funny.
I
What
see
about
Smiles
A,
came to my
a
store.
picture
Smiley.
of me and Smiles.
It's the smiley.
You like that guy?
Hey, and I'm so mad because I'm coming in and I noticed him.
Oh, you talking about Drake's Smiley?
Yeah,
I thought you were
yeah.
talking about the other dude who was on the 6ix9ine album. Who
No,
I watched
no,
an
no.
Industry Plant video about him.
No,
Okay.
the smiley, and I'm
I said,
walking in.
Smigs is what they call him.
Yeah, and he
Smigs.
walking out and he disappear. I'm like, bro, I for sure fuck with bro.
Need a picture,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Hey, Smiley, come back, bro. Pull up. Yeah.
You know what it is too, though. If I seen Smiley, I'm homies with Smiley. He's a bad example. But if I see a rapper and I take a picture and I put it on the story, that feels so different than putting it on the feed.
Yeah,
The
it
feed post is like, look at my boy. This is my
Yeah.
real homie right here.
Unless
The story is like,
unless-
I just saw this
unless
dude.
you're
That is-
posting a
unless
gang
it's-
of pictures of your weekend
And
or
it's
your
one of
the
them.
three,
Yeah,
and it's
yeah.
one of them. But if you just go on front page with this nigga and it's not your boy, then like, come on, what's up? Unless I ain't gonna lie,
I know you.
I
know
went
you
front page
getting
with
it.
Sexy Red.
Oh, yeah. But
Ah,
you
ah,
owning the meme right there because she's so lit right now.
That's
You
what
got to
I'm-
do that,
bro,
right?
I swear to God, I waited to take a picture and to meet her. Like she had
So-
like 5 interviews. I'm waiting for.
Did you say,
after
hey,
all
I
of
got
them.
I got a clothing line. It's called Avocado Cough Syrup. You
No.
should totally do a collab with me.
I don't
You
really do
catch-
that. I don't do that. I let somebody that know her and know
Yeah.
me introduce me, and they be like, "Hey, this the cough syrup dude." And then the manager like, "Oh yeah." So like, unless somebody is doing that, I'm not really like. Unless I'm really on my shit, I might pull up with a
If you
hat.
catch Makonnen, you taking a picture right now?
Yeah, but I've been knowing him. So
His
it's like,
stocks
that
up.
feels
Nah,
different.
nah,
Makonnen-
nah,
Makonnen,
nah,
like-
nah,
I know
nah,
him since
nah,
2018,
nah.
2017.
You want to know something so crazy?
But are you grabbing the pic and putting it on your feed right now, Makonnen?
Would I do a single feed post of just me and him? I don't know. Probably not. But like he said, if it was like a bunch of shit that I did that day, I would do that kind of feed
I'm about to
post.
fuck y'all up. I'm about to fuck y'all up.
Fuck me up. Pause.
Makonnen is my cousin.
Shut
Yeah.
the fuck up. How?
My
Break it down.
dad's my dad's sister. My dad's sister is married to his brother.
You already lost me. But I believe you.
My dad's sister.
They married in.
Yeah.
They in-laws.
My dad's sister is married to his brother.
Is Makonnen's brother. His
So,
auntie
Do you feel
and Makonnen.
Oh, I
Close
never.
to-
I know. I never met him. I'm just saying, like, you know, that's my little cousin's, but like uncle.
That's my boy. I
Makonnen.
always said that no matter what.
You guys come from the same era of trapping.
I know.
So I could see that.
Yeah.
In the same place.
Damn,
I
I
told-
forgot.
I knew
McCartney
he
got a
was-
body too, huh?
That's what I told
Wait,
him.
what?
Nah, Makonnen got a what?
Carter.
He did?
Yeah, y'all don't remember that?
Chat GBT.
Wow, y'all don't remember when he got caught a body?
Did Makonnen kill someone? I've
Oh, wow. 2000.
wait, what? How did I miss this? I Love Makonnen recalls the night his friend was accidentally killed. He was later found guilty of involuntary manslaughter. In 2008, the rising star was involved in an incident where
He was trying to grab the gun.
a friend was accidentally shot. Makonnen was later found guilty of involuntary manslaughter, though the exact details of what happened still remain unclear. The Los Angeles native was hanging out with a couple friends, enjoying their last night together as he prepared to head out to
He's
join
from
the
LA.
Air Force. We're in the car, and they're rolling up, smoking, and I'm sitting in the back seat, he recalled in an interview with The Fader. My friend Anthony Godoy is on the phone with his girlfriend, and they're arguing about some petty shit. No, I'm not getting you these Jordans or something like that. High school shit. So I'm like, dude, get off the phone. Let's chill. It's our last day hanging out. He hangs up and pulls out a gun, cocks it, and points it at me like, you're getting on my fucking nerves. How do you want it? Makonnen says that he told his friend to put down the weapon, and he did. Anthony puts the gun in his lap and unclips it, he explained. I run out of the car. I leave to go pee. I'm scared like, this motherfucker be tripping. I don't know anything about guns because I never had a gun, but I see the clip in his hand, so I think the gun is empty. My plan is to get the gun and put it in the trash can so we can finish smoking his shit. I go back to the car, and the door is open, and the gun's on his leg, and I go to reach for it, and he feels it move, and he didn't know I was coming, the singer and rapper recalled. He just felt it moving, and the shit just popped. I remember the smoke, but I don't even remember having my hand on the gun. It was just like falling, and boof. I saw the flash, and I saw him bleeding out of his head. The blood is starting to leak, and the other guy gets out of the car. He's trying not to get his shoes covered with blood. We're just freaking out. So we run. This sounds so crazy. We're just freaking out. So we run into the house to get Anthony's older brother. And I'm like, dude, your brother just got shot. I see Anthony over in the car just shaking and dying and shit. I feel like I had exploded and died myself. Makonnen turned himself in and was placed on house arrest for 2 years while the case was being sorted out. In 2009, he was found guilty of involuntary manslaughter and was sentenced to 5 years probation. Holy shit, he got off easy. Despite his friendship with the victim,
Georgia, or this is it? This
I think
is
it said
in
LA. Despite his friendship with the
They gave
victim,
him a pass like that?
Makonnen didn't get any sympathy from the dude's parents when the incident happened. Look, this is his father. He shot my son. He executed my son. He shot him in the head. If it's an accident, you're not going to point it into the head and shoot. Oh, it was an accident. That makes it like he had nothing to do with it. He shot my son. What the fuck? And then Makonnen blows up like a few years after that. I cannot believe I didn't know about this.
Cause you too busy fucking and all that shit.
I
you
interviewed
better
the
do some
motherfucker
research.
and I didn't bring this up.
Better do your research.
Yeah, I didn't do.
Damn.
The Vice video with him was on while he was on house arrest, but I didn't know it was for that.
What year did Going Up come out?
2012,
13?
14 or something. When,
Yeah.
when Makonnen first came out? On a Tuesday. Like whenever that came out is basically like.
Well, it just said it. August.
I mean, the video came out October 20th, 2014. So
yeah.
he ended up blowing up like 5-6 years after that. Oh,
Can't
whoops.
play that.
No, we definitely cannot play that. Damn, that's fucking crazy.
That's sick.
No wonder he's hanging out with Young Boy.
Yeah.
I think
They on
I
the
think
same. They on that slaughter gang shit. That
I feel like
shit. Hey.
it probably came out because it's the remix, really. So I think the real first song came out way before.
Yeah,
that,
but
though.
the remix came out like very soon after. Like,
I think the song was blowing up and he blew up and then he
It
found
was
Drake.
all 14.
but it was all
It
like,
don't matter. It wasn't
in,
around
like, the
that
same
time.
year,
He
time
was-
period or
he
whatever.
was,
Those
he was
songs.
trapping. He was trapping.
I didn't realize Makonnen had a video from 11 months
got
ago
the
with Young
coat.
Boy.
And the weed.
Yo, I love that shit.
What? That was that shit.
I could still go listen to all that shit right now and have a great old time. Look how much stuff he has out with Young Boy that I had no idea. I didn't know he had like a bunch of music videos.
He
do?
been spending the night. They been knocking them out.
I mean, hey, that's really like Young Boy needs Makonnen to just do some crazy ass hooks for him because his shit just like sometimes when you listen to a whole Young Boy album, it's just a little. It's just a little bit too much of the same sounds. It's like I want to hear him collab and shit.
Sometimes Drake sound fuck you up and said it's like prison.
Okay, Makonnen spending the night, or is he going to the hotel room every night?
He can
If
stay
this
at my
is it,
crib,
then.
except he'll probably be fucked up
I
on mushrooms
ain't
until
gonna
4
lie.
in the morning.
I don't feel like he like.
Nah, he ain't gonna do that. But what I'm just saying,
He's not gonna
is,
diddle you, Bricc
What
Baby.
I'm saying, no, he can't. You gotta let him do that. But it's
Whoa.
just like it's like this. You gotta go to the hotel room. tonight.
Everybody, honestly, everybody
just-
go to the hotel room.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
gotta go.
That's
You-
just
you
everybody.
spending the
You
night.
out, you like where you
spending the
staying
night.
at? Because I'm about to go to sleep.
Young boy be off too many Zans. It can accidentally happen.
I mean, I don't let anyone stay at my house. Generally speaking, whenever I suggest it, my girl's like, "Nah, you should just get a hotel room."
Yeah.
But would I, if he needed a place to stay and he wanted to crash at the crib? Yeah, Makonnen can sleep over. I trust
nah.
him. He's not gonna like steal a vase or something.
I'm not saying that.
Oh.
I'm saying if you were Young Boy at Young Boy's house,
Yeah, I don't think.
what are you doing? I
don't-
wasn't saying like
me,
in
myself,
our personal situation.
I don't think.
just said
Young
I
Boy
was-
kicking him out. I think he
You're
like. I
going,
don't
you're
think so.
going too deep. Pause. Like I was just saying, like, does he spend the night or go to a hotel room? If we're betting on Young Boy,
His house is probably so big, he probably got hella empty rooms, right?
Yeah.
he's spending the night.
When you want
He's
Young Boy
dressed
time,
in fucking camouflage,
Yeah,
bro. Come on, they're having
You
the
see-
sleepovers
you
right
see
now.
Young
Probably the first time he went over there, it was like, okay, I got a room. What the fuck you got a room
And-
for?
And Makonnen knows how to braid hair.
We
He
working.
graduated from hair school.
don't you think Young Boy probably already got like a hair person?
But Makonnen's there.
You see that
You got a superstar fucking braider
Young
right
Boy
there.
was flexing the fact that he spent $7 million on clothes over the last couple of years, and he never posts the fits. To me, it seems like a waste of money, but I guess that's a flex.
Yeah.
Why you like? Why, if Instagram didn't exist, I would wear the same fucking
Shit
hoodie
every day,
and hoodie
right?
and jeans every day. I mean, even then, I still basically do that.
Not
but
as an artist though. As an artist, Instagram.
but he don't
have
post it.
You don't have
He
to.
just in the crib.
He-
You
He's at
don't
the
have
house.
to. Oh, you at the house.
He
But-
at
He
the
just in the
house.
crib.
Yeah, but you got.
House
But this the
arrest,
other
flying
thing. This,
in the
this, yeah, that's
motherfucker.
what I'm saying.
You
You
got
got
$10,000
But you know,
outfit
if
on
you
for
got
no
to
reason.
record. You need
He
that to
said,
record.
Yeah,
You
you got to
need
do
that-
that. And he's saying he didn't post it, but the world gets pictures of you every day.
Here and there.
You get what I'm saying?
He
You
gotta
gotta
look
photo
fly
ready.
Your
for
homie
when he
in the
chilling with this
background.
bitch, or
Come on,
or when
man.
he doing his interview, or today when he go on his Finsta, or whatever the fuck you want it to be.
Yeah,
But
it's a part of
honestly,
your
you don't
ego.
even have to, because I know like plenty of niggas that still get up and put that shit on and don't take pictures. You just want it to, because people that see you, he sees so many people, he gotta look fly.
How long does he get outside every day?
I mean, is he still on house arrest? Yeah, he's still facing some other charges, right?
Yeah, I don't know. He been on house arrest for years. So.
Yeah. All right.
They trying to wash him up with house arrest.
Bricc Baby, we got a date with Spider Loke, so I'm gonna end this
Pause.
a couple minutes early. Not that kind of date.
You got a plug talk.
A convo
You can't
date.
say
No, we
gotta-
don't.
No,
The
I'm just
Spider
saying-
Loke time. We gotta tap in with the Lokes. Actually, I gotta get a picture of you two with him. That'd be fun. Many generations of Crippin' right there.
Super hasty.
Yeah. Eastie boys. All right. Thank you to everybody who watched this. A little all over the place. I don't know what the fuck we're doing, but we'll be back real soon.
Don't be late.
Smash the like button if you enjoyed it.
Just smash it.
Smash
Smash it
it.
with the mango.
Off a lot of likes.
Make America hard again. Let's go. Appreciate y'all. Bow.
You did.